It's just me, it's just me, it's just me, me and my broken heart. All I need's a little love in my life, all I need's a little love in the dark. A little bit I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. I need a little loving tonight, hold me so I'm not falling apart. A little bit I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart.
Only the best.
Think I only want one number in my phone. I might change your contact, but don't leave me alone. You said you like my eyes and you like to make them roll. Treat me like a queen, now you got me feeling thrown. But I can't help myself when you get close to me. Baby, my tongue goes numb. Sounds like blah, blah, blah. I don't want no one else. Baby, I'm in too deep. Here's a little song I wrote. It's about you and me. I'll be honest. Looking at you got me thinking nonsense. Cartwheels in my stomach when you're walking. When you got your arms around me, oh, it feels so good. I had to jump the octave. I think I got an ex, but I've forgotten. And I can't find my chill and I still lost it. I don't even know I'm talking nonsense. I'm talking all around the clock. I'm talking home, nobody knocks. I'm talking opposite of soft. I'm talking wild, wild thoughts. You gotta keep up with me. I got some young energy. I caught the LOVE. How do you do this to me? But I get on myself when you get close to me. Baby, my tongue was numb. Sounds like blah, 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 blah. And I don't want no one else. Baby, I'm in too deep. Here's a little song I wrote. It's about you and me. I'll be honest. Looking at you got me thinking nonsense. Cartwheels in my stomach when you're walking. When you got your arms around me, you always feel so good. I had to hit the octave. I think I got an ex, but I've forgotten. And I can't find my chill and I still lost it. I don't even know I'm talking nonsense. I'm talking. This song catchier than chicken pox is. I bet your house is where my other sock is. Woke up this morning, thought I'd write a pop hit. How quickly can you take your clothes off? Pop quiz.
Only the best.
Da 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 da.
Jason Derulo. Pull up skirt on your body. Performing just like my Rari. You're too fine, need a ticket. I bet you taste expensive. Pouring up about a liter. If you keeping up, you should keep it. Tequila and vodka. Girl, you might be a problem. Run away, run away, run away, run away. I know that I should, but my heart wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay now. You can see it in my eyes that I wanna take it down right now if I could. So I hope you know what I mean when I say, let me take you dancing. Two-step to the bedroom. We don't need no dance floor. Let me see your best move. Anything could happen. Ever since I met you, no need to imagine. Baby, all I'm asking is let me take you dancing.
Like da 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 da.
Skirt on your body. It's just us two in this party. That Louis, that Prada looks so much better off you. Turn me up, be my waitress. No, we not in love, so let's make it. Tequila and vodka. Girl, you might be a problem. Run away, run away, run away, run away. I know that I should, but my heart wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay, wanna stay now. You can see it in my eyes that I wanna take it down right now if I could. So I hope you know what I mean when I say, let me take you dancing. Two-step to the bedroom. We don't need no dance floor. Let me see your best move. Anything could happen. Ever since I met you, no need to imagine. Baby, all I'm asking is let me take you dancing.
Like da 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 da.
If you know what I mean. Let me take you dancing. Two-step to the bedroom. We don't need no dance floor. Let me see your best move. Anything could happen. Ever since I met you, no need to imagine. Baby, all I'm asking is let me take you dancing. If you know what I mean. All night. Dancing.
Only the best.
I don't got a single problem with provocative. See the bodies, how they burn, it's just the way it is. Smoky, dark, crowded room, I need nothing under pink light in June. I was so cool, but then all of a sudden you saw me look at you. I burn for you, and you don't even know my name. If you asked me to, I'd give up everything to be close to you. Pull the trigger on the gun, I
wanna dance by water beneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? I wanna dance by water beneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me? I wanna dance by water beneath the Mexican sky. Drink some margaritas by swinging blue lights. Listen to the mariachi play at midnight. Are you with me? Are you with me?
The best.
I wake up to the sounds of the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn your head. My enemy. Smell the sympathy. Everybody wants to
Happy Sunday to everybody. Welcome to this episode of Bad Bitch Fuel. Happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday. Did you have a fun day? I know that a lot of teams fans didn't have a good day. Including me, but for several reasons.
Yes, it was quite a very interesting weekend, wasn't it? LSU fans down bad, Georgia fans down bad, so Miami fans down bad. Oh man, it's like the trifecta, isn't it?
You know, all we had to do was win that game. That's all we had to do.
Yeah, that was pretty much an elimination round for you guys, wasn't it?
I mean, if we would have won that game with all the teams that have lost, I mean, where would we be right now? I mean, I don't know where, who did we play? Oh, Alabama. So where are they now? 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they're going to be ranked tomorrow on Lou's top 25 ranking.
I think we're like on the coaches and AP were like 21, 22, somewhere around there. So I mean, we're still in the top 25.
So that was was that before Alabama or?
No, that was after.
Oh,
We were I don't know, were we 13 or 8? I think one of us was 13 and one was 8. We were both in the teens. And now we're in the 20s again. Or not again.
I mean, at least you're still in the 20s top 25 though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, is it possible? I mean, if we win out, I guess, is it possible that we get it? I think it could be possible that we would get in the 12-team playoff, but a lot of teams would have to lose more, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know if, because Miami had that glitch, okay? But they're not going to lose again. You know what I mean? I'm kind of surprised that happened.
Who do they play next?
I don't know, but I can't imagine them losing after losing to Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, right?
Yeah. So they're going to be out for
Just
blood,
saying,
whoever
just
they
saying
play.
it, just
I
saying
hope
it sounds
it's
like
not-
like I don't know, like it doesn't sound right. Miami losing to Georgia Tech doesn't sound right. It sounds very bitter coming out of my mouth, but it happened. It happened. That's a fact. It actually did happen.
Well,
Miami
but
lost
I
to Georgia
think
Tech.
Georgia Tech Georgia Tech is one of those teams, at least I know this year and maybe even last year, was it? Like they'll win some like crazy games you wouldn't expect them to win. But this year it seems like they're even better. I don't I mean, I haven't been following them. I just knew
Mhm.
that they won the first game. And since we didn't know FSU sucked that bad, it was a big deal, you know?
Mhm.
Like that was the first game they beat them. It was a big high for them. But I
Right.
mean, looking at where FSU is now, it doesn't look like a good win. But the one to Miami is it's like it would be like Vandy beating Alabama almost, right? I
Well,
mean,
she can't see the comments, Pete. So that's probably the reason
what?
why there's no lack of the lack of
Huh?
response. Well, Pete wanted to
What?
know if you were still mad at him.
Mad?
Yeah.
I'm mad at Pete?
From last week, I guess.
Wait a minute. What was it again? Yeah, wait. What happened?
Well, then
I'm
there you
not
go,
mad
Pete.
at
I think that answers your question right there. But the reason
I
that there
was
was
never
a
mad
lack
at
of
Pete.
response was because
What
she
was
can't
it?
she
What
can't see
was
the
it?
chat.
Remind me again.
Um.
Oh, it was something about
Oh,
for y'all
the
to stop
boats.
saying something, and then they got
Yeah,
all
talking
pissed
about
off and-
boats. He kept talking
Boats?
about the cruise and the boat.
Oh, the boats.
Yeah, the boats.
Oh,
Yeah.
the boats.
Boats and
Oh, that
hoes.
has. Yeah, look, Pete, you probably I don't know if you know what's going on with me, so you didn't know, and it's just like, look, guys, I'm sorry about that. Not that I mean, I don't need to apologize for having my feelings. Like, I mean, I don't like. I know I'm gonna get trolled if I can't go to this, cruise. So that's fine. I'm just gonna have to live with it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, you have to kind of weigh your options out too. Would you rather go on the girls' trip? Which, if I were you, I would rather go on the girls' trip. Or do you want to go to, Sub Olympics, which you've been to 2 already? So, there
know.
can't be too much trolling going on when you've been to 2 of them. And so this is the 5th one. So you've been to 2 of them. I mean,
No, I've
so,
been to 3. Wait, hold on. I've been to No, wait. No, I've only been to 2.
yeah, you've been to.
You know what? It feels like I've been to so many cuz like when I go, it's like such an amazing time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it fills me so much.
Yeah.
It fills my soul. Like
Yeah.
when I'm driving home, I feel full in my heart, but at the same time kind of sad cuz I'm leaving.
Right. Right.
I have like both, when
Right.
I'm going home.
So I mean, you again, like, this is the ladies' trip that is happening is the first annual. I don't need. So that's the thing though too. Like, is it going to be a yearly thing? Who knows? So why not just go to this first one, the ladies' trip, and then there'll be other Slob Olympics. There'll be
Oh,
other
I
Slob
know,
Olympics.
I
So yeah,
know.
so I wouldn't feel bad at all. I mean, yeah.
Well, the thing
You-
is
people are going to find anything to troll you about. So whether it be
look, here's the thing. No matter what, I'm going to see y'all because the port is like an hour and 30 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure people are going to be coming the day before, right? Are we going to hang out all night? Like I'll stay there overnight. I'll
Mhm.
come there when y'all come back. I just want to see y'all so much. I
Mhm.
would love to go on the boat, but you don't understand. Like I want to see y'all. It's not even about the boat. It's about well, a little about the boat.
It is a
But
little
I
bit
mean,
about
I was
the
gonna.
boat.
I mean, I was. Look, this
But
is
that
what I
pales
was
into
gonna do.
comparison of you actually
When
wanting to just to see us and hang out with us. So thanks,
Oh,
Uncle Lou.
tell him to be quiet before. So listen.
Quick shout out
Okay.
real quick to Rod Mosley for the super chat at the start of the show. Thank you, Rod. He says, hello, ladies. I've become a new subscriber. Well, thank you so much, Rod. I hope you enjoy what you listen to and continue to stay subscribed. And we talk about anything and everything and a little bit of football. But for the most part, it's unscripted. There's no itinerary when it comes to Bad Bitch Fuel. We basically fly by the seat of our pants here on the show.
Can you ask him where he came from? Because yesterday I didn't get into it. I just had a discussion with an LSU fan online, and I talked to him about how I'm changing up my channel. I told him about my channel, but I can't remember if I told him about this one or not because I have changed up everything where even my description and I put you on there too. Well, I had you on there before, but anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious.
Pete,
if
you
that's
don't have to leave.
What happened?
Don't leave, Pete. He says.
Did I say something?
No. He's just So he says BA is A, TK is B, and I'm gonna see my way out of this conversation. Don't leave.
Why?
You don't have to leave.
What happened? What did I do? Did I do something?
No, you didn't do anything. I think he's a little bit in his feelers right now. So, but
Well, I'm sorry, Pete. No, I love Pete.
Yeah.
What's going on? Somebody tell me.
Rod Mosley says he was born. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. I think it's Mosley. He says he's born and raised in Georgia. Well, how did you hear about Bad Bitch Fuel? I think is what she was getting at.
Yeah.
Like, how did you hear about us? So,
Bar
but while
bitch
we're waiting on a response from him, let me go ahead and take roll while I'm still.
I love you,
thinking about
Pete.
it. I'm still thinking about it.
Does Pete love me still? I'm gonna get my feelers.
Before I get to the roll call and my little spiel. Thanks for the super chat, Pete. He says, "Is TK still scared of boats?"
Oh my God. No, I'm not afraid of boats. I'm afraid of being in the middle of the ocean, and I'm afraid of getting seasick because it's not fun. I've been in the middle of not an ocean, but a bay that can be very, very wavy in a sailboat, and it was extremely uncomfortable.
Oh, I can imagine. That's what I was worried about too.
It took me 24 hours just to be able to get out of bed. I mean, I might spend half of the time in the bed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
But I was gonna get medication. This is a money thing.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Matt Dumit was the very first one in here. Says hello, BA's dump truck. BA's dump truck says BA has a dump truck. Fact. That is actually a fact. I mean, well, I don't think my dump truck is all that fabulous, but I mean,
I want a dump truck.
I used to have a dump truck when I weighed 150 something pounds, but that was like 3 or 4 years ago. So I don't ever want to get back to that. So I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. So let's hope that my dump truck doesn't get too much bigger than it already is now. So I don't think I have a dump truck, but I don't know. I guess other people can, decide that for themselves.
If you think you have a dump truck, then I'll take whatever you don't want.
Well, no, that's the thing. I don't think I have a dump truck.
Okay.
So
I
don't want
a
I used to have one. I
don't want a Kim Kardashian dump
I used to have what my mom referred to as a black girl's booty. That's what I used to have, one of those. Yeah. But that was back when I weighed 150 something pounds. So, if you guys those that have met me, 156 pounds on a 5'3" woman does not look great. So does not look great. So I don't ever want to get back to that again. I mean, am I sad that I maybe have lost some of that dump truck? Possibly, but I mean, I'm willing to risk losing my dump truck to lose all that weight, all that weight. So, but yeah. So that's why I don't think that I have a spectacular dump truck. But again, I mean, I guess, people might have a different opinion about that. So Yoda T is here. Says, good evening, BA. Good evening, TK. Good evening to you, Yoda T. Robert.
Yoda T. Okay,
Longer Schlonger is here.
Longer Schlonger.
Pigskin Pete, of course, we know is here.
Hi, Pete.
Rod Mosley. Atypical Gump. Who else do we have here? The Uncle Lou is here. He says Pete won't stop talking about boats.
Oh, God.
Celine Driver's here.
Hi, Celine.
Who else do we have? Let's see. Ghost of Melissa May. And I hope I didn't skip anybody. I think that's everybody for now. I'm sure we'll have a couple more people, hopefully we'll have more people trickle in here as the time goes by. I love saying that word, trickle.
Trickle.
Trickle. We'll have some people trickle in here.
People
I know,
trickling
Luz,
in and filing in.
Yeah,
what?
I know, Luz, your season's over video just got done. I think like 5 minutes ago, or actually no, I think it ended like at 7:55, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, so hopefully we'll get some people from that to come over here, but we'll see. We'll see.
They went to get a drink, go to the bathroom.
Yeah, go to the
maybe have a
bathroom,
cigarette,
and then they'll be tuning in. Yeah. So, if you've not yet done so, please make sure that you're hitting the thumbs up, because as we all know, I appreciate it, TK appreciates it, and we also know that YouTube appreciates it. The only person that I know for a fact that doesn't care about the thumbs up is Pigskin Pete, but at least I hope he knows that to give this live a thumbs up. So even though he
I have an announcement that I think Pete will like, because I know he liked the idea.
Okay.
There's something starting tomorrow that's not the main show that's going to be on my channel, which I'll talk about later. It's just, remember the Scoot and Scoop I was going to do?
Oh, yeah, the scootin' and tootin' or whatever, the scootin'.
Okay, well, I've never been on a dang scooter before, but I'm going to get on one tomorrow, and y'all are going to be with me on there for the first time.
Oh, yes. What time is that happening?
I don't know yet. So that's why you should have your notifications
can you
on.
make sure you have your notifications on, and make sure you're subscribed to TK as well too. So
I have
the link to her channel is in the description of this live, as they are on all of my lives, and I'll also drop the link to her channel as well too, because I think towards the end of the show we'll discuss something that's happened here recently, as far as like where she wants to go with her channel and what she's doing with her channel. So we'll discuss that towards the end of the show. So a lot of exciting things happening for her. Yeah. Oh yeah, he said, yeah, Pigskin Pete said scootin' and pootin' with TK.
No, not Putin. I don't poot. No, it's gonna be. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, that's what. Remember, we were talking about the walk and talk rhymes so nice, right? Maybe ride, and we have people in the comment section give some ideas.
If you guys type out like maybe a title for it.
It doesn't have to be scoot.
Yeah,
I could be riding. I could be.
But she does want something that would actually rhyme. So we're gonna go ahead and rule out scootin' and pootin'. But I mean,
nothing rhymes with scootin' that works.
Yeah. But also, let me finish up my little spiel here. So don't forget about the thumbs up. But also, if you'd like to support the channel or myself, there are 3 great ways to do that. The links to my Cash App and PayPal are in the description of this live, as they are all in all of my lives. And also, super chat function right next to the chat bubble there. So as Celine Drive would say, never expected but always appreciated. So those are 3 great ways to support myself and the channel. So as you already saw with Rod Mosley and Pigskin Pete with the super chats, appreciate those guys. Love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, okay, there we go. Right, so any kind of title that you guys want to come up with? Bad biker bitch.
Bad biker bitch.
That sounds too much like bad bitch fuel. So
yeah.
And
I gotta keep it a little bit more. I want to. I'm gonna get silly probably on my channel too, but I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll talk about that. But I want it to be something that sounds like a walk and talk type thing, because if let's say I love this, right?
I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but it keeps saying that my chat keeps getting disconnected and then successfully connecting again. I don't know what's going on, guys. This is something new that I've never seen before. So
oh, really?
Okay, yeah. Now it's saying it's successfully connected now. So I don't know what's going on with it. this is something new that I've never seen before. Yeah, it keeps disconnecting the chat and then connecting it right back. I don't know. It's weird. So if you guys, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with it. So Lou says hit or miss since it will only air 10% of the time. Oh my God.
That's funny. Actually, that's very funny.
That is funny.
I should name it that. Because also, I could be scooting along and I might hit a tree, but do I hit it or miss it?
No. Now, if it's going to be in terms of that, no, I don't want to title hit or miss then. So, but no, that's pretty, pretty clever, Lou. Pretty clever, Lou. So, Pete says riding, fly, and high with TK.
Oh,
that's a little catchy. That's a little catchy.
Riding
fly.
high.
Well,
riding high with TK. Riding high with TK. And what I'll do is I'll ride my scooter like while I'm, having pot. It'll be fun. I'll go in parks and shit.
Celine Driver says, high flying tiger. He says tribute to the Flying Tigers from WW2 is what he said.
It's the flying tiger. It's the fly of the faith. I don't know. I kind of what was the other one again? I loved riding high
with TK. So so I guess you could. So I guess you can drop the fly, like ride and fly, FLY, and then just keep it riding high with TK. I actually do like that too. It's got a good little ring to it.
It's got a good ring, and now this thing can go up to I think almost 30 miles an hour, but I got to get to that point. Like tomorrow, I don't know what's gonna happen. I even got a helmet, y'all. I'm going to be so dorky looking, but I want to take y'all with me on the journey from beginning to where I get good. And if I'm doing this, of course, I'm going to go live at least when I do that. And that could be every freaking day. Now, if I don't do it, it just shows you how the sometimes things just happen in life.
We've got a couple of good ones. We've got a couple of good ones going on here. So you've got some options for sure. Celine Driver says the flying nun ?
The flying nun.
He also says
wear a habit.
The singing biker. But I mean, like, she's not really riding a bike.
I'm gonna talk.
It's gonna be a scooter. So I mean, can we like call those the same things? I don't think so, because a scooter and a bike aren't the same thing.
No, yeah, so. It's like one of those like ones that you stand on, but it has an optional seat. But I haven't put the seat on. I want to get used to riding it like on my feet and kind of go like I used to when I skateboard, kind of go on turns and shit and have fun with it. And then like go like what I'm gonna do is sometimes I may have it like, I mean like what I'm mostly gonna have. I would think that people would want to see the scenery because we have all kind of parks and stuff around here I can go on, Right. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
but I'm terrified of like, I hope I like don't fall really bad.
Atypical Gump says stoned and honed.
Honed?
Yeah, HONED.
I know, I've heard of
honed,
but that's but to me that's like honing your skill or something.
Yeah.
Like that. So I mean, I'm on the way.
Your skill is, I mean, like, smoking weed, so right?
It's a good skill I have.
That is a good skill you had. Yeah.
The skill in it is knowing what's good, what's bad, what I need, what you need, what we need, what everybody needs.
Welcome, Cockaboose Conductor. They say we were told not to talk about boats last week, and I intend to not do that. But for clarification purposes, does that include the the sinking ship that is LSU football. Oh, here we go. Yeah,
You know what?
we
They
talked
deserve to lose.
we
They
we talked a little
deserved.
bit about that in the very beginning. So I mean, I guess we can kind of discuss a little bit more. Look, I mean, I'm disappointed that Georgia lost. So it's again, it's what did I say? The trifecta. So Georgia lost, LSU lost, and Miami lost.
And yeah, no, but Clemson won, right?
I I
Did Clem-
do think that Clemson did win.
because if okay, make it sure.
I think
'Cause
yes,
if they-
yeah.
Okay.
Clemson did win. Clemson did win. Yes.
Thank God for our friends, the Pete's and Pa and all the all the Clemson folk, you know? The rest
Huffer
of
Billy
us,
Paul, welcome by the way. He says y'all know LSU didn't deserve to lose.
I think they deserve to lose for what they did, and I will get into that later. Unless you want me to get into it now.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I look again. We talk about anything on this show. So, Celine Driver says, "Well, we know LSU will win on Saturday, so relax." So they must be playing Florida. Are they playing Florida?
You know what,
Saturday?
Celine, right now I'm so mad at that university. It's really hard for me to even root for them. And I want to root for my team. I want to root for my coach. And there's tons of fans who are just as mad at me, and they were there for their team. But it's just, you know, uh, like, okay, as y'all know, we do have a live tiger on campus. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
I
I do
heard
not
you
believe-
texted about this earlier. So if you guys don't know, I think you guys have heard me say this before, but like TK and I are part of this like 17 person like group text message thing that so a couple people
Oh,
that I
yeah.
know. So it's like me, TK, Huffer Billy Paul, Colby, Joey Foster, Alan A, which Alan A
If
has
anyone's
been
heard
MIA.
from
I
Alan
know,
A,
like
there's an APB out
yeah,
for
there's
Alan
an APB
A.
on Alan
Nobody's
A
seen-
because I haven't seen him in a while, and he's been pretty inactive in the chat for a while in our group chat and our group message thing too. I think Millis Finlis is part of it too. Who else? Oh, Traveling Fools. I'm sure I'm leaving people out. So I think Ballard is a part of it. But anyway, Ballard, as you like to refer to him. So yeah,
I'll
so
have to call him Ballard.
you had mentioned this in our group chat like. That was today, like earlier today. So yeah, so explain it to me.
All right. Now, I guess it was a couple weeks ago. I don't really remember when, but recently I had seen an article where the governor of Louisiana wanted to return the tradition of, okay, because we have a live mascot. Well, he's no longer considered a mascot. Okay. Like he's there for now. It's like, okay, for what's the word they use? It's about, the veterinary school like learns there. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big deal about what
At
they
LSU?
do there. Yeah,
Okay.
about habitat for him and all that shit. Okay, now wild animals should be in the wild, but unfortunately, there's a lot in sanctuaries, and he was taken from a sanctuary, so it wasn't like he was bought, but I mean, still they're treated like royalty and they don't bring them in the stadium anymore, which is a barbaric practice that they finally did away with 10 years ago. Thank God. Okay. I prefer that they didn't have one, but if they're going to have one, don't put them in the stadium or I can't even watch a game. I'm at that point now in my life. When I was a kid in the stadium, that's back when they would used to do it. They had him in there one time. One time I did see them taking him around the stadium and it was so loud. And I remember just feeling bad for him and thinking, oh, he must be scared. And I didn't even scream, even though it was like so cool to see him because I wanted to keep at least my voice quiet. Like,
Right.
I just like, oh my gosh, like I worried about him, right? And so it's always bothered me, those kind of things. So when they finally did away with it, I was happy. Well, the governor there wanted to bring back him on the sidelines because he wanted to bring back tradition. Okay. And I guess he wanted to do it in the Alabama game. And they said, no, he's not a mascot. He's not there as he's Mike the Tiger, but he's not a mascot. He is, he's they stu- he's a study thing and that he's loved. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I wish I could say it the way they did, but I can't say it that
So I mean, are
eloquently.
you?
Um,
I mean,
so
you're not like. You think that's the reason why? Well, is that why you're
no,
saying they
no, no.
deserve to lose? LSU deserve to lose
No,
because.
no. So everything was fine when they said, no, we won't do that. But then I found out the morning of the game. I didn't know this, but apparently Governor Landry found some quack here in Florida that has a sanctuary that has citations, okay, that we found out about later, okay, while the tiger was being brought to Baton Rouge, he had to have a live tiger on the sidelines. That means that the university agreed to it. I mean, can a governor override what a university? I mean, couldn't the university just say no? Say don't do that because he used taxpayer dollars first of all to do that, something which is inhumane. Now when and this shows you, okay, I do have a heart for people because when I saw him talking about it, right? And when I saw him talking about it, there was an innocence in him talking about it. Like there's a lot of people that like to see that, okay? But they just don't have that heart. It's not necessarily that they're bad people, okay? So I feel kind of bad cuz he's getting a lot of shit, but he deserves it. He needs to learn from this. But I don't think he's a bad man. I think he just thought it would be a good idea because he grew up there.
Yeah.
It's nothing like Tiger Stadium, okay? But I was one of those people that never liked to see the 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 animal in the stadium
Yeah.
ever,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Lou says, I heard Pete is scared of live mascots. I think I have heard that too as well. I don't know if it's him being scared or like he
Like
he has this thing that he doesn't like live mascots.
I don't think they should have any, and sometimes I even wonder about the dogs because do you think because maybe dog wouldn't be that worried in a stadium. I don't know because you're not allowed to really bring dogs. I mean, is it bothersome for a dog so much? But for a tiger, it's going to be who's in a cage being draped around,
Well, Pete makes a good point here too. He said they shipped a tiger in a truck. That's what happened. He was really happy in that truck.
Pete,
He
this
he
bothers
says
you
all-
just as
He
much.
says all tigers love riding in truck. I think he's being sarcastic, but
Oh.
yeah. I think that's sarcasm, but yeah. He
See,
says
that's
all
what's
tigers
hard
love riding in
sometimes
trucks.
to
It's
know
well
in the
known.
chat. That's sometimes why
Oh
it's
yeah,
hard
well
to know in the
that's the
chat.
same with text messaging too. What do I
I
always
hate
tell you?
that.
Yeah.
That's why I send a lot of voice texts to people.
Mm-hmm.
That way I could just say what I want to say.
Lou says there's nothing live about the Florida football program anymore. Those are probably facts.
Girl,
Those are probably facts.
I almost cried yesterday when I found out they were doing that. I mean, I was sick to my stomach. I didn't want to watch the game because I didn't want to see.
Did
So
you
I didn't
watch the whole
really.
game though?
No, I didn't. I kind of watched and then I did see him for a second and I'm like, ugh, I just
Mhm.
felt depressed and we were losing. And I'm like, I really don't give a fuck that we're losing. I honestly I didn't feel anything. And it was weird for the
Mhm.
first time in my life. That's why I always said, remember that university, the whole Sandusky thing? I'm like, man, if we had some kind of years long scandal like that, I don't know if I could be a fan. Now I understand this is bothering me. Like, just don't do it again, LSU, please. Be human. But animals are not mascots. Be human.
Cockaboo's conductor says that money that went for that live tiger, well, that's good money wasted. That could have went to Brian Kelly's buyout. Oh, here we go. How do you feel about that?
I don't even care right now, girl. I'm so upset about the tiger. I'm that upset. No, you know what? Actually, I would say give Brian Kelly. What? Okay, we lost bad. Okay, I honestly think a lot of that was bad juju from that tiger. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Karma is a bitch. Karma
You
is
know
a
what?
bitch.
I am a true believer in that. So yeah, I mean,
think that had a lot to do with it. A lot of the fans were pissed. So everybody there, think about it. Think about how many people there were angry and all that anger. Like as an empath, I know if I'm around an angry person, I'm going to start to feel angry if I'm not away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So think about it. You have people with all kind of things going on. It's a big game and all this shit. It's look, I mean, we don't usually lose that bad to them. I mean, when we get shut out by them, I think the worst we got shut out was like 28 or 21-0, which is a bad shutout. But what I'm saying is this seemed so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It usually is a fight. This was not
Well,
a fight.
I understand. I understand because, like, I mean, the times that I've seen, like, Uga, like, on the sidelines when they it's like that poor dog, especially like when it's hot outside. I
and
mean,
they're slobbering.
yeah, and like, I mean, he literally, like, the times that I've seen him, like, he'll be just like laying in his little house, but like, I can't even tell if he's like alive or dead. And they've got fans and like shit running in his little house and stuff like that. But it's like that poor thing. It's like it has to like do this the whole through the whole game. It's like I do feel sorry for them.
Now, the tiger, they would obviously never do that, right? And here's the way they would do it too. Okay. Like, I think in the early days, they would, like back in the 30s or whenever they got the first tiger, they probably would have even sedated him. I don't know. I don't even want to know.
Mm-hmm.
But what they did before they ended it was they wouldn't force him ever to go in the thing. They would open it if he wanted to go in, if he was calm, then they would take him. And he did it like once or twice in 2 years. Okay. So they never forced it, but I had a cat named Harley that loved the carrier. If I had it just sitting there, he'd love to go sit in it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he rarely go to the vet. So that once in a blue moon time when it's time to go to the vet, I'd go set it out. He'd just go right in there and I'd close it right up. But as soon as I picked that thing up, he went nuts.
Really?
He was, just because they go in there doesn't mean they want to be paraded around.
Right.
They like little spaces because they want to be protected.
Right.
Dumbasses.
Right. Thank you, Huff Billy Paul, for the super chat. He says, "Long live free tigers." He also sent a PayPal, so I appreciate that, Paul.
Nice.
Let me see what this one says. He said, I don't think it shows anything. Hang on.
He sent you $0 and said, "Psych."
Nope. No, he just sent a PayPal. Thank you. No message with the PayPal, but thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. So
that's sweet.
But yeah,
Paul.
long live free tigers. Yeah, let's set all the tigers free. So, yeah, Longer Schlonger says, I don't think Clemson uses the live tiger. No, they don't. Do they? No, they don't.
No,
they don't.
No, but their mascot looks like a tiger on meth. At least our mascot.
Aren't all mascots like?
No, but our tiger mascot is cute. The one in he's a cute looking tiger. Theirs is kind of scary looking. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not even trash talking. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
He's scary looking.
Celine Driver says probably got the money for the tiger from the money used to build and maintain the drainage systems. What does he mean by that?
He's being Celine.
Oh.
He's being Celine. Celine, it's a Republican governor that did it.
Cockaboo's conductor says, I bet if they fed that tiger a corn dog at halftime, Death Valley would have erupted and changed the whole complexion of that game. That's where LSU really messed up.
No, they
Thoughts on
shouldn't
that?
be bringing a tiger there, period.
Maybe the tiger was hungry. Maybe he did want a corn dog. I don't know.
No, if they go, hello?
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there it is. I couldn't hear myself. All right. At least to the earphones. I forgot what I was
Celine
saying.
Driver says he's a Reno, R-I-N-O, or is that Rhino?
Rhino.
He's a rhino. He says
R-I-N-O.
R-I-N-O. He says not much of a repub. Stay in your lane.
Okay. So I guess he's like, you know, not conservative enough for Celine. Uh, well, he made me mad. He made me very upset. And like I said, I was so angry with him, but then when I saw the interview of he was like, "Oh, it's to bring the tradition back." It almost seemed like this little kid, and I understand his love, but he doesn't understand the issue
Oh,
apparently.
okay. He spelled out the acronym for me. He says RINO means Republican in name
Yeah.
only. He says, "Come on, you got to learn this stuff." I don't want to learn that shit.
Well, I don't.
Just,
Well, but I
no,
don't
he's
live in
talking to
Louisiana.
me.
Oh yeah. Well, no,
You
but I
know
don't
my
know much.
stance on politics and shit like that. I mean, I don't. I have no interest in learning that shit. So, but I was just wanting to make sure that I pronounced it correctly. So I don't. I guess it's rhino. Is
I
that
always said rhino, but
okay? Yeah.
yeah.
Scott Kerr,
Even
welcome Scott Kerr. He says, "I'm
Scott.
leaving. I'm leaving the country because Georgia lost." Oh, come on now. Come on now. Look.
I'm leaving the
Look.
country because they brought a tiger on our stadium, and I'm gonna go to a country where they don't do that shit. I'm so upset. I'm gonna get over it, but it's gonna take a little while.
So maybe, I mean, was there a lot of backlash from other folks?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, so then
hell
maybe
yeah.
maybe they
I don't
learned their
think it's
lesson.
gonna happen
then.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen again. If it happens again, I'm gonna go on that campus dressed as a tiger in front of the cage and start acting a fool until they like. I don't know. I'm not. Never mind. No, but I'll protest. I'll protest, but I'm not gonna like act a fool because then they'll just put me in the loony bin or
Do you
jail.
look, Lou and I are going to New Orleans or in
You know
December.
what?
So do you want us to take a drive to Tiger Stadium?
Ooh, you know what?
And make
Maybe around
signs
that
or
time.
something?
Actually, you know what? Maybe around that time I can go visit my dad in Baton Rouge and stay with him. And then when y'all go visit Tiger Stadium, we can meet up, have lunch, go, and I can show y'all around and shit. When are y'all going?
In December. I think it's like December
Oh.
9th, I think.
This
like
year?
a week, the second week.
This
Yeah,
year?
this year. Yeah, this year. The
Aw,
second, I think it's like
man.
the second week in December. is
And y'all
when
gonna
we're
go to Tiger Stadium?
Well, we didn't last time, so I'm not sure how far.
Is there a game? No, there's not.
No, not. Well, we went like right after Thanksgiving last year. So it was like right like the week after Thanksgiving, like so I'm not sure if there was a game.
I wonder if there's a night game when y'all are gonna be there. I mean, even because if it's a smaller game, you're more likely to get tickets.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not like though being there like during a big SEC game, obviously, but it's still hyped up. I mean, it's still great, you know.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe that the fans were throwing trash and then left at the, you know what? They probably, well, people are saying, how could they do that? But maybe they were pissed about the Tiger too. And they're like, fuck all this shit, you know? Now, it's not the player's fault and it's not the coach's fault. Okay, I get it. It's not their idea. It was totally the governor's idea. But I think that LSU could have stopped it. If I'm wrong, if somebody knows that I'm wrong, come up here and help me understand this because I don't understand it.
Yeah. I don't know. Let the big dog eat says that's playoff time. What's playoff time? Oh, when we're going to New Orleans? Well, we're going during the week, so I think we're leaving like Monday.
Oh,
yeah.
well, duh. Yeah, I should have thought of that.
Yeah, like we're leaving Monday, and I think coming back on Thursday. So he did mention that actually. I think I remember Lou saying that we're leaving the Monday right after. I think like the first playoff game. We're leaving the Monday right after the first playoff game. So, but yeah, we're going during the week, which I think we did that last year too. So I think that's the reason why I don't remember. There probably was a game, so that's probably why we went during the week last year too. So, but we're going Monday through Thursday. So I think it's like the 9th through.
Okay,
the
so
16th or something.
let's say all your trips. Your next one is New
Girl, I've
Orleans.
got so many trips going. I'm telling y'all. I mean, like,
How do y'all afford this?
I mean, I
Well,
can
he gets
look.
a lot of free rooms. No, he gets free rooms at least
Well,
in
he
Vegas.
does. And most of the places that we go to, like, I mean, the room that we're staying at in New Orleans is free. You
Like, do
know,
you think y'all would be able to afford this if you didn't have that? I mean, 'cause that's a
probably
lot of
not this
traveling.
many. Yeah, probably not this many. And you know, like he's going on that guy's Vegas trip in January, and he's getting a free room then too. And I also get a free room. I'm also getting a free room when we go to Vegas and when we have the girls trip in Vegas in January as well too. So now I mean, most of all my traveling that I'm doing is because of Lou. And I mean, like I said, in my 45 years that I've been on this earth, like these last 3 years that him and I've been together, this is the most traveling that I've ever done. I mean, like I've been to places that I've never been before. Like New Orleans was one of them. I rode on a plane for the very first time last year when we went to New Orleans, last year when we went to New Orleans. I mean,
But isn't it
I,
nice and exciting
I've
for
never
you
been to
though?
I've never been to Isle of Palms before. We went to Isle of Palms. I've never been to Panama City Beach. We went to Panama City Beach. You know, like we went to Orlando like 2 or 3 years ago. I'd never been to Orlando. You know, we went and visited Celine in Sarasota. You know around the same time we went to New Orlando. I mean, yeah. I mean, like it's crazy. I went to Vegas last year, or no, earlier this year. Never been to Vegas before, so I mean, all this is because of him. You know, it's so I can't. But yeah, so the next trip that we have planned is New Orleans. So we're doing that in December, and then the girls' trip to Vegas in January. And
You
then
know what?
and then he's got the guys' trip in January, like the last week of January, I think. And then we've got Slob Olympics, which is a cruise, which I've never done that before either. So in March, and then we're going to New York in May, I think.
Remember when I told you the patient at the dispensary told me that the one we're going on is old and it rocks a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just going to tell you right now that was probably kind of a big, because no matter what, like let's say tomorrow I go on my scooting adventure and I come across a bunch of money, okay, out there, and I go take it to police. Nobody, claims it, so I get to take it, and I can afford to go to the slob cruise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the doctor and get something that will keep me if I have to get whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because when I thought I could take my medical marijuana on there, I would never have thought twice, believe it or not, because I know what I need to do to be happy where I'm at.
Yeah.
I know which symptoms I'm feeling to know which thing I need. But no, they're not going to let me. So
Yeah.
fuck them.
Yeah. Let's see. Paul says need to get y'all to Europe. Hey, look, if you want to fund a Europe trip from me and Lou, we will not decline it, okay? But yeah, I would love to go to Europe. I mean, we've talked about that before. Like, I would love to go to Paris. I mean, like, I'd like to go to I'd love to go to like Ireland. Oh my God, Ireland would be amazing. I'd love to go to Ireland. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about that. Look, so Lou and I have made lists. Okay, like lists of places. Of course, I think my list is a little bit more on the higher, like higher up on the totem pole, because there are a bunch of places that I've never been to that he's been to, like New York, for instance. Like he's taking me to New York in May next year, because I've never been to New York. But yeah, we have a list of places that him and I want to go, like travel to. And a lot of the places on the list are places that neither him or I have been to. Like I know, like I think Colorado was on the list. I think Colorado's on the list. I
Yeah.
think
I've always wanted to go there
yeah,
too.
I think like
Yeah.
what
I've always wanted to go
Boston,
up
I
to
think
like,
was
yeah,
on the
like
list too.
Maine and that area.
Philadelphia, I
Mostly
think was on there.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
the Upper West too, at the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I will tell you the other thing. One of the things that has never been on the list is Nebraska. Sorry, Nate, love you. He's not in here, but if he goes back and
There's
listens,
no
yeah,
Nebraska.
if he goes back and listens, yeah, we've never once, like in making these lists of places we want to go to, have said, you know what, we should go visit Nebraska.
Not a
like
person,
Miami's
but
on there too. Like him and I have never been to Miami. We'd love to go to Miami.
just to make Nate feel better and know that if he listens to this, that we're not just picking on him. People would say the same thing about Idaho or maybe, you know what I mean? Certain places like Indiana. Like there's certain places that people don't want. Ohio,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and they actually have more stuff than Nebraska, Nate. Actually, more people probably go to Nebraska to vacation than they do to Ohio to vacation. They don't go to Ohio to vacation. They go to Nebraska to camp and stuff like that. But the slobs don't camp because we have Lou, and Lou can't camp. And he's kind of like,
look, it's not that he can't camp. He
won't camp.
There you go.
Yeah, but
so there's a difference. There's a difference. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, can I ask him? Does he think he could camp if he had to?
I don't think so. I'm going to answer that for him. I don't think so. I think
because he don't want to.
Listen, I think it's one of those situations. Like, you remember how I've talked about before? Like, if there was ever an apocalyptic situation in the world, like I would immediately like die. I think that's the situation that it is with him with camping. Like, I mean, I maybe.
You know what's funny?
I guess it's easy to say that until you're actually faced with the possibility of that's like not being able to like have electricity or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I know for a fact that I would probably, like, I've told you, I would have to befriend all kinds of people. Like, I would have to befriend like a chef, like a damn carpenter, a damn like a gun enthusiast person to make sure that I stay alive during the apocalypse. I mean, yeah, like I would a doctor. I would need to, yeah, like I would need to be in a group of people that during an apocalypse would like keep me alive.
You know what's funny? It's
because
like
I wouldn't be able to do it myself, honestly.
I never did camp much, but remember when I got into the whole van life thing and I really wanted to do that and I never did it because, I ended up moving here and shit got weird. But remember, I was so wanting to do that, even though I had never been a camper and I still haven't technically been a camper. Well, yeah, no, I have now. Okay. I messed up my story. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Rewind.
Rewind. Take two. Where was I? Okay. Oh, I wanted to do the van life thing, but I had never camped in my life. And I'm like, could I do this? And da da da. And then my mom got sick, blah, blah, blah. She almost died. And then we move here. And I end up living in a camper for how long? Oh, I know it was over a year. It was
over
almost
a
2
year.
years.
Yes.
Or a year and a half, something like that, I
Mhm.
think. And I ended up loving it. But it doesn't, I learned things that I didn't know before, but it's didn't, I mean, I'm not ready for a zombie apocalypse. I mean, I had running water,
Right.
electricity.
Right,
I wasn't
exactly.
living in a tent,
Yeah.
I was living in a camper,
Yeah.
but it was fun. And the people around me, I mean, I was surrounded by a bunch of Florida men. I had accidentally left my keys in my lock the whole night before in my camper, and nobody ever came in. Yeah, I've actually fell asleep with the door open and just the screen door closed. Nobody ever came in. Like I felt so safe there. Like,
Mhm.
because everybody had a gun there, and the little old man that lived, he was a Vietnam vet. He's like, "Do you need a gun?" I'm like, "I don't even know how to I've never taken class." He goes, "Well, if
Yeah.
you need a gun, just let me know." I'm like, I feel so safe around here. I felt safe as a kitten.
Yeah.
I think I felt safer there than I have anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's look, I mean, that's important. That's important, especially being a single woman. Yeah. I mean, I think that's great that you had those guys around you to make you feel that way. Longer Schlonger says that he's actually showing up on the cruise with a banana hammock on.
Oh, jeez.
And then he also
I'm
asked,
sure.
would Lou show up in a banana hammock? It wouldn't surprise
Oh,
me.
wait a
It wouldn't
minute.
surprise me if he did. I mean,
BA.
nothing.
I think I know
nothing-
who it is.
Nothing.
Is it you?
Nothing surprises me anymore. When it comes to Lou. So yeah, I think at this point I'm kind of immune to anything that he does or says or wears at this point.
I remember Slaws, whatever that was, thong or whatever.
Paul wants to know, is TK hanging with me on the cruise? You came in a little bit late, Paul, so I'll let her
Well,
answer that question.
You don't understand. Paul has asked me to go on the cruise. But I mean, I don't mind splitting the room and everything, but I usually stay by myself. You know what I'm saying? And
Hey, Mrs. Pete.
I don't think he would do anything. It's not that, it's just that, I mean, I don't know.
Okay,
me
we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that.
It would either be, well, if I went with Slaw and paid half my room, okay? If I went with Slaw and paid half my room, it would actually be cheaper than the girls' trip. Right now, the girls' trip is cheaper for me than if I use I still haven't, what do you call it? Canceled my room because I have till December 22nd for a miracle to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And, what was I saying? So basically I was picking one between the other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because of cost issues.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's saying that he won't be in the room. So where are you going to sleep, Paul?
Well, wait a minute. Paul's going.
He is going. He's going on the cruise. Yeah, but he's saying that he won't be in the room. So I'm guessing that's to make you feel better, thinking that he won't be in the room.
Paul, you
where
have
you
to
gonna
sleep
I
in
know, I
the
was gonna say, where are you
room.
going to sleep? You're going to sleep
I'm not going to
on
keep
the
you
bow
out
of
of
the
the
boat
room.
or whatever.
Slaw. I'm just teasing. I'm not mad, really. I'm just really teasing. He's being sweet.
Look, and I told you. I mean, we've talked about this off air and texting back and forth, even on the telephone. You and I at the telephone.
On the telephone.
We talked on the telephone.
We talked on the telephone.
I mean, we've spoken about this on numerous occasions, and I mean, I told you that if it were me, like, I would definitely choose the girls trip over the cruise.
Oh, I know.
Who's to say
I
that
know,
there
but-
will ever be another girls trip?
Well, no, I know that, but I also
Shut up.
know
Nobody
that I
asked
could
you.
meet
Nobody
y'all in
asked for
Savannah.
anything from the peanut gallery over there, so just mind your business, all right? Mind your business.
What does he say?
He
What does
said
say?
he's pretty sure there won't be
A girls' trip?
another girls trip, is what Lou said. Yeah.
Oh, bull. You know what? Actually, what I was going to say is that, because you said you didn't know if there was going to be another girls' trip, and I was about to say, when he interrupted, I could go to Savannah whenever, and we could have girls' trips probably once a month, actually, day trips once a month.
Yeah. I mean, so this first one, we're going big, like the first one we're going big. We're going to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so if we decide, when we decide to do this a yearly thing, we'll make it smaller trips, like easier trips, like Savannah.
I'll be going there so much. I'll see BA and Mrs. Pete more than y'all do.
Mrs. Pete said these girls are going to have so much fun. That's right, Mrs. Pete. That's right.
Is he laughing over there?
Yeah, he's laughing and choking on a Christmas cheesecake. So don't choke, babe. Don't choke. Pete says sharing a room with Slaw would be like sharing a room with Dabo.
No, it's not that I don't trust him, Pete. No, it's not that. It's like I gotta pick one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, uh, I
Who knows? Maybe
there's
our
plenty
girls
of time
listen.
between now
Maybe
and
our
then.
girls trip. Yeah, there is, and maybe our girls trip next year in 2026 will be like an exotic vacation or like an exotic trip where like we go to like I don't know, like to one of those like all inclusive like sandals resorts
We could go
places,
to,
like in the
yeah, no,
Caribbean or something like that.
well, but
How about that?
but I think they have even cool places like that in the United States even.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another thing. I don't have a passport. Excuse me, that was a hiccup.
Girl, well, if
That
you're
was a
look,
hiccup.
listen, if there's any like inkling that you're going on the cruise, you probably need to get that handled as soon as possible.
How much does it cost?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it varies from state to state, but I can tell you that my passport with like the application and everything, I think around like maybe $180.
Okay, that's not too
Yeah,
bad. No.
and it's good for 10 years.
I thought it was like something 300 to 500 somewhere or something like
No,
that.
no. I mean, like
Okay,
yeah,
good.
mine was like $180. I think around that much. But I also had certain stipulations too. Like I had a birth certificate that because I was born overseas. Like
Uh-huh.
I needed to get a new birth certificate that actually because the birth certificate that I had didn't have my parents listed as my parents, as my birth parents.
Oh,
Yeah, for some
who
reason.
did they have listed?
No, they didn't have anybody listed except for
You were just
me.
born from the
Right,
air?
right.
The
Well,
store?
they just had my name. They had my name listed, the time and date of my birth. How much I weighed and stuff like that. But they did not have my parents listed, and they were saying that it's possible that they will not accept that birth certificate. So I had to spend $50 to get an amended one, basically. So.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Why would the office there not just put the parent's name on there for,
Look,
shits and
Look,
giggles?
I was born in 1979. I was born in Germany. I was born probably on an army base somewhere. So I can't I can't very well answer that question. I'm not exactly sure why my name was not on their names were on my birth certificate. But I mean it was like when I looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. They're not on here. So I had to pay an additional $50 to get my birth certificate like kind of like amended, and I don't know if that's the proper term to use, but yeah. So now I've got two birth certificates basically.
I still have my original, and I still have my original Social Security card in my wallet. Somehow, I've been able to keep up with that thing, and it's still intact. I mean, it's very, very old and
Oh, mine
very.
is too. My birth certificate. Oh my gosh, it's like
Well, no, no, I'm talking
it's
about
like
my Social
oh
Security.
your social
It's
security card.
like I always have it in my wallet, and I can misplace something, and I'm not even. It sounds like I'm going to be facetious here or whatever. I can put something down, turn around, do something, and lose it for a long time. Whatever I had just put down, I will not know where I put that thing. Okay. But I've kept my social security card from the time I turned 18 until now. It's the same one.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. I
How
think
did that happen?
Well, I think I had to replace my social security card about I think like 10 years ago because my purse got stolen out of my car and I had my birth certificate in or not my birth certificate, my social security card in my purse at the time when it got stolen. So I had to get that replaced, and I thought that was going to be like a very, very like hard and long process because well, I had to get everything replaced. Like my driver's license, my social security card. I had to cancel all my credit cards or whatever that I had in my purse at the time. At the time, there weren't many credit cards, so I'm just gonna be honest. There wasn't. Maybe the only thing that I owned at that point in time, 10 years ago, was probably just a debit card. But like yeah, I had to cancel all my checks and stuff like that. But I thought the process of getting like a new social security card was gonna be like this long, drawn out thing. But no, it actually wasn't. It wasn't too terrible.
Before I moved here, I had credit scores over 7. I'm not gonna say I don't know what it is now. I haven't looked, but remember it wasn't that long ago. Maybe a few months ago, they had that big thing where they were all worried. Everybody was so worried, saying you have to go into all your retirement accounts and not retirement accounts. Your your credit reporting people and do something. I guess change your password or something. Or
Mhm.
I don't know that somehow people were taking people's social security numbers to get loans and shit.
Mhm.
Okay, but I didn't know about the loans part, so I'm starting to freak out. And I'm like, so what are they doing this for? And they're like, just the only thing they're doing it for is to be able to get a loan. Like they're checking for credit. And I'm like, okay, I'm not worried. I didn't
Yeah.
do a damn thing. I'm like, okay, I hope they find mine and try. I hope. I hope they do.
Yeah, there was one point in time where my credit was so, I mean, like so shitty that I was like, maybe I do need someone just to steal my credit and like, bump that shit up somehow.
One other time in my life, my
It's
credit
like,
was
good
this
luck getting
shitty.
anything on my shitty credit, okay? Yeah.
There's only one other time my credit was shitty, and that was I think somewhere in my 30s, my early 30s.
Same for me. Mine was in my
Yeah.
30s too. Yep. Mine was
And
in my
then
30s.
right now, but I'm also building up, and this was something different that happened. It was something
I
that
mean, mine's pretty fair right now, which is amazing. I mean, like I don't think I've ever the I'm not sure what it is right now, but I know the last time I checked, it was at pretty like at a fair status, and like it hasn't been at a fair status in so long, that I was fairly shocked, absolutely, fairly shocked. But yeah, so I'm trying to
Basically,
I'm trying to maintain
yeah.
it and not have it go like poor back to poor status because it was at
Mhm.
poor status for so long. Uh,
Well, but I
so.
think it's if as long as you always do your bills on time, right, it should stay good even if you have a lot of credit out there? Or
Well, that's
does
the
it matter
thing.
how much you have too?
I'm not sure how it works, but see, that's the thing. Like, I really, honestly, like, like, I haven't had a car payment, and things like that is what builds up your credit. Like when you have like
Yeah,
a, like a
but I
home
think
loan,
right.
like a car loan or whatever like that. But I haven't had a car loan, and I don't even know how long. I mean, probably.
Well,
Well, the last car loan that I had was with that Prius when I wrecked. That I got that wrecked. That got to that wreck. When was that? Gosh, what, 4 years ago? About almost 4 years ago. Almost 4 years ago. That was the last. But before that, I had a car that so. That was the okay. Let's just put it this way: that Prius that I was paying monthly on, that was the first car that I owed and like that I was doing monthly payments on in like 10 years, like 15 years. So every car that I've had, like before that and even after the Prius, I haven't had a car payment. So,
nice.
so it's
Well, I
it's
haven't
so
had
that
one either
that's
because I
that's why
finally
it's been
yeah.
difficult for me to kind of build my credit because like it's always been that way, Like I mean,
Well,
I
but
guess this last time that that my Rav4 got totaled out, I could have possibly taken out a loan and like had a car note, But I thought to myself, I said, well, if my insurance is going to go up, then I probably don't want to have a monthly car payment plus pay higher insurance. But so I just ended up paying out for this car that I have now just outright, so I don't have any car payments on that. So, and that may be the reason why too that, I don't know. I
yeah,
mean,
but do you pay let me ask you this though. Well, like for instance, I know Lou bought the dryer, right? But you bought a washer. Are you paying on that?
no, I bought
Oh, you
no, I bought both the washer and
oh,
dryer. No, no,
okay.
no, I
Oh,
paid.
I thought
No,
okay.
I paid in full for those. There's no payments on those. So
Okay.
now, but here's the
What
thing.
about
Now,
credit
at
cards?
this point in time, like okay, and this look, guys, I'm 45 years old, and I actually just got my first credit card last year because that's how
Aw.
terrible my credit was. Like
Oh,
my
really? I
my
just
credit.
thought it was cute. No, I mean, it is cute, but I mean, like, really? Your credit was that bad for that
My
long?
credit was that horrible that I was not able to even get like a credit card for like $300. That's how terrible my credit was. So
Wow.
yeah. So last year was the first time that I've been able to get a credit card because my credit has been stable, I guess, in a sense. So now I actually own two credit cards. Yeah.
Yay!
So it's a process. So troll me all you want. I'm 45-year-old.
I don't want to ever
that
have
just
never
now,
again. I
just
never
now
want to
has
have
gotten,
one again.
a credit card. But I mean that's just how
No,
terrible my
it's
credit. That's just how terrible my credit was, that I was never able to get a credit card. So
just be
until
careful.
last year. Yeah.
It can get it's very tempting to use. So I like I said, I don't think I'm ever gonna get, because I always say I'll get one for an emergency, right? Well, I always say that, and then I max it out. Well, that was in the past. I don't spend money like I used to. That was a good lesson that I learned here, was how to really budget my money, right? So I forgot where I was going with this, and what it is I need and what I don't really need. You know, what was I talking about?
Well, we were talking about credit and credit cards. So
Oh, so yeah, I would say I need it in case. What if I get in a car accident or this or that or whatever, And then I would never use it for an emergency, quote unquote. So
mhm.
I thought to myself, I just won't get one, because if an emergency happens and I need a credit card, I'll be able to get a loan. If I'm in an emergency, I would think. I
Right.
mean, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I
I
would hope,
mean,
right?
well, and that was like the intention of me. I mean, because like I talked to Lou about it, and I was like, I said, I said, at this point, I don't even know if I want to like get a credit card, because I mean, I was afraid of, he's like, well, like, and him and my mom even said, look, just use it for like little things like gas. Anytime you need to put gas in your car, just use your credit card, and then just pay it off right away. So so yeah, but I mean, I've done pretty good. I mean, they even actually, so the very first credit card that I got, of course, had a certain a limit on it. So after about, I think about a year after having it, they upped my limit on that one credit card, my very first credit card. So yeah, so obviously
Isn't
I've
that a
been.
good
It
feeling?
is a good feeling, yeah. When I got the letter or the email saying that they bumped my credit up, like my credit limit up for that my very first credit card, I was like, oh my gosh, I guess I'm doing something right. So yeah, so it is. It's a very good feeling. You're right, absolutely. So.
When are you gonna give me my credit?
Credit for what?
All the shit I didn't do.
He's coughing a lot. Is he sick?
I know. What's bullshit? You haven't done anything.
That's what he wants credit for.
I'm not going to give you credit for shit that you haven't done.
That's what I'm supposed to get credit for.
No, you're
Shit
not.
I don't do.
No. If you want to give yourself credit for shit you haven't done, that's on you. Like, I cooked dinner tonight. So I should give you credit for not cooking dinner tonight? Is that what you're saying? I mean, no, it doesn't make sense. Sorry. No. So I should give you credit for not, not doing the dishes. Sorry. No, it doesn't work that way.
Oh.
So.
Did he? Oh, he didn't do the dishes.
Well, no.
No,
I mean,
so
that's
y'all
that's
don't like
that's
if
just
one
a scenario.
cooks, the other one.
No, that's just
Because-
another scenario. Look, I mean, I do most of the cooking anyway,
'Cause I
which
thought
is
you
fine.
told me like
Look,
that.
yeah, I'm not complaining one bit. I mean, I enjoy cooking, especially in this place that we're in now. I absolutely enjoy cooking. So yes, I do most of the cooking, and normally after I do the cooking, I do clean up, afterwards. The only reason that I do that though is because I know the way that I want it done. Does that make sense? So
Do
like,
you like Lou's cooking though?
oh
Do you
yeah,
like
oh
it?
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, like,
because I know he likes to cook sometimes.
he does like to
and he
cook
cooks
sometimes.
fancy
Yeah.
shit
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah. He does like to cook sometimes. I mean, like, we actually had a discussion about it the other day, and we were talking about, like, he wanted to take us out to eat. I think it was like Wednesday. I'd already planned, like, I'd already taken out something for dinner, stuff like that. But I think it was Monday actually. But I had like a really like terrible day. I think, I don't know, there was a lot of shit going on or whatever, and so like I had planned. My full intention was to cook, but he was like, do you just want to go out to eat so you don't have to cook? And I was like, I said, well, I'm not going to pass up not cooking. I said, but I mean, I don't mind cooking. I said, don't get me wrong. He's like, no. He's like, I know you've had a hard day, so let's just go out to eat. So I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, so we went out to eat, and he took us out to eat and everything. And I mean, the times that he does cook, I mean, he does clean. He does clean after. I mean, there's been times where I've cooked a meal and like I've had to go and do something like the like do the show on Sunday nights or something like that. And like by the time I get done with the show, the kitchen will be clean because he's cleaned the kitchen. So yeah, it's not, I mean, but like I said, I mean, the majority of the time I cook and I clean. The only reason that I do it though is because like I said, I have a certain way of doing things when I clean, especially like filling the dishwasher. And like, so if it's not done my way, then like I go back and change it. So might as well just do it because I know it's going to get done right. Does that make sense?
Yes. You like it done your way.
Yeah, I like it done my way. So yeah.
I had a boyfriend once that one of the ones I lived with that loved to cook and he was good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And he would cook like he was from Jersey, so he'd cook like corned beef and cabbage and like I'm talking like from like just he'd get all the fresh food and cook from fresh. Like he didn't believe in preservatives and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to go to like, but he didn't look like really hippie-ish, but he was kind of like, Grateful Dead type,
Mm-hmm.
went around and followed them for a while. And, but he was a good cook.
Yeah.
And he didn't mind cooking. He liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Like
that's the
we
thing
had
too,
our
like,
own things. We
yeah.
had our own things. Like,
Yeah, like I mean, I don't mind. I don't want you guys to think that I'm sitting here complaining because like I've even told
No,
Lou
no.
this too. I was like, no, I mean I don't mind cooking. Like in my old place though, I hated it. I hate cooking in my old place just because my kitchen was so extremely small. There was no space for anything. But we moved into this place, and like this kitchen is like twice the size of my kitchen at my old place. And I mean, so like I don't mind cooking, And I mean, like again, the same conversation about us going out to eat on Monday. It's like, I mean, he's like, we haven't been out to eat. We hardly ever go out to eat. He was like, let's go out to eat. It's like you don't have to cook tonight. He's like, and I'm not complaining that we never go out to eat. He was like, I mean, he's like, because when he used to live by himself, like. I mean, he would get not only his groceries delivered to him, but like he would also DoorDash almost every single night,
oh man, that's a lot of
Yeah,
money.
yeah, exactly. So like, I mean, he would, unless I was over there on the weekends, like every other weekend when I was there, like that's generally when he would, that's generally when we would eat at home was when I was there every other weekend cooking, But and I mean, of course during the football season it's a little different though too. Like, he likes certain things, like Tommy fries, like chicken nachos and things like that. So things like that we don't really consider, like.
Well, y'all always do also those boiled peanuts.
Oh yeah,
Did
like
you do that
boiled
this year? I
peanuts,
didn't
like
see any
the jalapeno,
Facebook.
like the jalapeno poppers. Like 2 weekends ago, I think I made like baked mac and cheese. So most of the game day food that we have is made here. Like I make it here, but there are those cases like when he wants Tommy fries, we get those. We get those out. Like the chicken nachos, we get those out. Certain things like that. Like I know that I can't make as good as like T-Bones makes the Tommy fries, and then like California or whatever Carolina Ale House makes the chicken nachos. Like things like that I know that I can't make as good as the restaurant that he like those are things that we go out and eat on. So, but yeah, I mean, so we kind of didn't discuss the topic of the stream today, opinion or fact, and I was hoping that we would get Joey Foster in here today, but I sent out the link to my live in our group text messaging that we're a part of with 17 other people, and Joey Foster's including one of those. But so I would like to know because. We had a discussion about this earlier today in our little group chat about the difference between opinion or fact. So TK and I kind of came to an agreement that when someone states their opinion about something, that it's not a fact. So would you guys agree with that in the chats? What's the difference?
Opinions can't be facts.
Yeah, opinions
Even if,
can't be facts.
Yeah.
So,
It just can't.
I mean, they're called
But
opinions for a
even
reason.
well, but even if but Joe, here was Joey's response though, was because he did predict my my team to lose. And another one too, and they exactly about like how he said. So I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't know his football, but saying LSU's just not good is not a fact. Okay,
Right. So
okay.
this whole
Well,
thing this
I
whole thing
mean,
stemmed from
it's an
like
opinion. It's an opinion. I think it's an opinion.
well,
I-
that is an opinion. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. When someone says that LSU isn't good, that's their opinion. I mean, so but he was making it say like, oh, I'm just stating facts. No, an opinion that you have about something is not a fact. So hence the reason for the title of our of the live stream today, opinion or fact. So I would like to know if you guys know the difference between an opinion and a fact. So
You're gonna get a lot of trolling on this one. People calling in and say, "Well, it's a fact that," and then they're gonna give an opinion that's really stupid.
right. So Cockapoo's conductor makes a great point here. He says, if I state something, it is fact. If you disagree, that is your opinion.
No, wait. If I say the sky is blue, that's a fact.
That is
That's
a fact.
stated fact. Okay. If I say I don't like the way the sky looks today, I don't like the shade of blue it is. Well, I'm still saying it's blue, but that's my opinion that I don't like the shade of blue that it is. I
Right.
know that's a very simple thing, but that's all I can come up with in my stone
So
brain.
let me just read to you what the conversation was that we had so earlier today. So of course we were talking about LSU losing, Georgia losing, or whatever. So I think so I'm just scrolling. Let's see here.
I think the reason I was kind of annoyed is because he's always telling me that about my team. And even if I could be watching a show and he won't even. So I don't think it's personal. He hates LSU for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this man hates LSU, but he won't tell me that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but it's funny because I go and he just says the things about LSU that like. I was like, God, why is he hating
And
so
look,
much?
don't get me wrong. Yeah, do not get me wrong.
Not that I care.
Yeah,
Not that
I
I
have
care,
met
but-
Joey Foster in person, and the guy.
Oh, he's
yeah,
sweet.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
sweet, and I love the guy. But I mean, there are certain things that that I don't like. Feeling like I'm being corrected on, and this is one of the things that I had to like correct him on, basically. So TK texts the group chat and says, "Congrats to Bama. Not only did y'all deserve to win, we deserve to lose. More tonight on Bad Bitch Field tonight at 8."
I said tonight twice.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
so mad about the Tigers still.
And then she said, "Karma hit LSU, and I hope they learn." And then, X-Wing Sports is part of this the group chat. I left him out. So
Everybody
X-Wing-
else shut up
Yeah.
once I see. Why can't I keep my mouth shut? I'm going to mute myself.
So X-Wings texted back. He said, "Yeah, tough loss. I thought it was going to be close." Joey Foster says, "For what it's worth, I said on the Voice of College Football this week that Bama would beat LSU by at least 3 touchdowns because LSU should have lost to South Carolina and are not that good of a team. Sorry for the facts, TK." So TK says, "Me too. I thought we would actually win, but they brought a live tiger to the field. Bad juju. Was it my?"
I was talking to X-Wing in that text.
Yeah, in that text.
Yeah.
So we had that discussion about the live tiger and whatnot. And then X-Wing says, "Hell, we almost lost to South Carolina. They're a good team." And then TK says, "They're a great team, Joey, but the governor had to have his way and the university folded. Shame on them." So she's still talking about the live tiger.
I'm going on my soapbox in there.
And then she said,
I'm not even mad at Joey, really.
Right.
I'm more mad at other stuff.
Yeah. And then she said, "LSU would kick your team's ass, Joey, all the way to China." So then I just had to chime in with, because if you guys don't know, Joey is a West Virginia fan, okay? So, and I mean, look, I wasn't trying to start shit, and look, I'm the last person. You guys all know that I'm the last person to like, get into a debate about college football and shit like that. So, but I mean, I just had to make this point. You know what I'm saying? So, because I was sticking up for my girl and her team. Okay, so. So I texted back, what's West Virginia's record so far? So TK says 5-4, and then she said, okay, we may be 6-3 right now, but look who we played.
Like I was trying to say, we played better.
So then Joey Foster
We're
said,
trolling each other, you know?
So Joey Foster said, yeah, very true, TK, but we lost to 4 teams that are combined like 30-2 right now. And then Joey said, TK said, Joey, your team hasn't been relevant in forever. Sit down, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
I was just upset.
So
I didn't want to be messed with.
So then, there's a whole bunch of so he goes on to say, oh, you're touchy this morning, and she's like, nope. So, and then he tried to blame it on the live tiger. And then, so then here we go.
He said the live tiger must have bit me in the ass.
Yeah, he said that live tiger must have really bit your ass
It did
yesterday.
bite me in the ass.
And
it
then
did
TK
bite me in the ass and in the heart.
Yeah, and then TK said you started with me, not the other way around. And then Joey. So this is where I start to get into it. So and then Joey Foster replied with, "I never started anything with you, silly. I simply stated facts. You need a coach, and so do we." So then I was asking about Alan A. So nobody cares about that. So then here we go. This is where it gets interesting. So then TK says your opinions aren't facts. And then I said, and then I replied with, I love how men always say their opinions are facts, because it's true. You guys men think that their opinions are facts, which they're not, because they're called opinions for a reason. So then here, this is where it gets kind of a little dicey right here. So he replied, Joey Foster replied with, okay, so I said I predicted Bama to beat LSU by 3+ touchdowns. Fact. Bama beat LSU by 3+ touchdowns. Fact. Where did I not state a fact, ladies? And then he says, women can't talk to them without being put down. You see this shit, Paul and TF. So then I came back
Paul and TF together. That was interesting.
So then I said, I made a general statement about men. If you felt I was targeting you, that's a you problem. And then I said, and just to be clear, a prediction is not a fact. The only reason it's a fact now is because it happened, but at the time of your prediction, it was only an opinion. So there you go. So hence the title, opinion or fact. So then there's that. Yeah, you did catch a stray. You did catch. He was trying to get you involved in this
Who
HPP
caught a stray?
as HPP. HPP. So as a matter of fact, yeah, let's get.
Well, no, wait. You caught a stray. TF caught a stray.
Yeah, like he was trying to. Joey was trying to bring Paul and TF into it to, I guess, to get them on his side. But what's up, Knifey Buckeye? He says, keep TK's team out of your mouth. That's right.
Listen to Knifey Buckeye. But see, right now, Knifey, I appreciate that, Knifey Buckeye. But right now, like I said, I feel like LSU deserves this karma. And I hope they learned. And I really hope they don't do that again. I'm not kidding. I really hope they don't, because I can't be a fan of a team that is okay
You
with
look
that.
beautiful, Paul. You look beautiful.
I can't be a fan of a team that's okay with that.
You did? You got your ears lowered?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't have a BA cut, though. If I had a BA cut, it'd be better.
Oh, well, of course. But, I mean, it doesn't make sense for you to drive an hour and a half to come see me to get your hair cut. I mean, if you want to, I wouldn't,
Listen,
I wouldn't be against it, but.
I should, and I probably can, and I will eventually.
No, you're fine.
I want you to cut my hair one day, just to have you look at the damn thinness that's in my head.
You act like that would be a surprise to me. Do you know how much thinning hair I've dealt with in the what almost 12 years that I've been doing hair?
No,
I
it's
wouldn't
not
be shocked
me
at all.
though. You need to tell me it's thinning. Like, dude, you might as well shave the damn thing off. That's
Like
what
I
you
told
expect.
Lou.
Yeah,
Yeah, the very
exactly.
first time I met him, I told him, "Dude, just shave it off." And look now. So 3 years later, he's finally taken my advice, and he's starting
Lou
to.
looks good, man. I mean, not to placate him or nothing, but it looks a lot
Look,
better.
I'm not gonna lie. I like it when it's grown. It's when it's grown out a little bit, and it's a little peach fuzzy, cause then I can rub like the peach fuzz on his head. So.
Don't even get sexual with us.
No.
Stop it. That's
So
not fair.
you were saying in our little group chat, Paul, that you were rooting for LSU to win, right?
No, I was. I really was, and I wanted the Lucky Charms to win. I really did.
He
I
calls.
love the Lucky
You see,
Charms.
he's talking, and that's another. You see, that's the thing. I'm like Lucky Charms. I think he's talking about Notre Dame. But he's talking
your
about
coach.
because he says our coach looks like who?
It's like
Lucky
the Lucky
Charms.
Charms
The guy from Lucky
icon.
Charms.
Yeah, like that dude. And I'm like, okay, no, we're not the Lucky Charms. What we
It's
did,
magically delicious, is what he says.
no, it's magically stupid what they did, and they got what they deserved, and it was bad coaching, and I feel bad for the players and
What's
and
up, Big Two?
everybody involved.
Well,
Okay,
it's hurtful.
I mean,
seriously.
look, Georgia played bad too. I mean, and like I didn't even watch all of the game. I mean, like I was watching a little bit of like a little bit of it with Lou on his phone. But yeah, Georgia didn't play. Georgia didn't.
No,
play
I
bad.
only look, man. Everybody has bad games. And
Well, I mean-
LSU's had them.
I mean, you didn't miss-
Last week. Listen to me. Last week, you might as well have put a nuclear bomb in Clemson. It was that bad. And Georgia this weekend was bad. That was horrible. It was a horrible game.
Yeah.
Hell, they've been playing with fire forever.
You guys should have seen him in the car. Because you guys know that during the time that Georgia was playing, like he was running around, because his kids had homecoming and stuff like that. So we had to drive to go for them to go take pictures and stuff like that. So, but the times that we were in the car and he was watching the game on his phone, like I mean, you should have seen him. I mean, it was.
Well, hell, I don't blame him at all. How do you blame that? It was bad. And
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
should.
I'm not a
You
Georgia
should-
hater.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm over here pulling for him. And I'm like, what in the effing fucking hell are you doing? No, they made me mad. I mean, yeah, I know he was going off on it. I realize that. But Jesus, man. I love my Tigers. I love Clemson. I wanted LSU to win, for God's sakes. And y'all pissed me off. Alabama. Oh,
I'm
can't
so
stand it.
sorry to piss you off, Paul.
No, it wasn't you. It was the
No, I'm
team that did
teasing.
it.
Paul, you know I'm teasing
I know
you.
you are, but it's so frustrating, man. Because Alabama,
What's
damn
up,
it,
P Digits?
fuckers. The damn Alabama people.
So, is it just your disdain for Alabama?
Yeah,
that's overpowering overpowering you, and so like. Are you like
Yes.
are you like a Sea Dog? So Sea Dog hates Georgia so much that any team that plays Georgia, that he hopes that they beat
okay.
him.
I
So
have-
is
I have
that how you are with Alabama?
I have,
Yeah,
I have
yeah, I'm the same.
5 or 6 teams that I absolutely cannot stand, and Alabama's one of them.
Well, I
And
mean,
I
that's
cannot stand.
Can I ask a question more for like Lou, like that really knows the shit? Let's say LSU wins out good, plays really well the last 3 games. Okay. Now, if I know it will depend on different factors as far as if other people win or not. But let's say that everybody else keeps going, everybody else wins out. We won't make the 12-team playoff, correct? Because we're 22. No,
No.
How many
will
losses
will
you
we?
have, TK?
Three.
How
No,
many
you
losses?
not.
They
No.
have 3.
We've
Nope.
had
We're
3.
done.
No, we're done. But we could get a bowl.
Yeah, I
what,
mean,
with
like Lou,
half, we
I
have-
specific,
With the
Yeah,
mayonnaise
the
bowl.
Outback Bowl.
yeah, like
the
I
mayonnaise
Oh,
specific,
yay!
I
You know what? They
specifically,
deserve the Outback Bowl.
well, I specifically remember hearing Lou say that this game between LSU and Alabama was an elimination round. So whoever
It was.
lost, yeah,
And
whoever
it is.
lost that game was eliminated from the
Well, so is the Tennessee Georgia game.
the 12 team playoff.
So there's no possible way. Like
No.
okay, how many teams are undefeated?
A bunch.
Oh, really?
No,
there's
like
5.
never
Oh,
mind.
5? Okay, never mind. We're done. I didn't realize that.
Like-
I thought maybe we had 1 or maybe
Well,
2.
2 of them don't matter.
Like 3.
Well,
but,
okay, how many that matter?
Like 3. Let's see. Besides, you got Oregon, BYU, and
Oh man, boring schools, boring shit.
well, yeah.
You're the T. You're the T's he.
I mean, look, listen.
Thank you, TK.
TK, you sing better than most women. Look, you sing better than that damn lady. What's her name? Taylor Swift. Yeah.
What about her?
Oh, stop it!
You sing better than her.
I sing better than her? No, I don't.
You got something brown on your nose there, Hufferbilly Paul.
Yeah, well, I'm a
You
I'm
got-
a
You got
TK.
something
That was
a little
very
brown
nice of
on
you,
your
Hufferbilly
nose
Paul.
there.
I know. I'm all over it. I agree. She's good though. She sings well, very well. But no, TK, I don't think that LSU, and I don't think anybody with 3 losses is going to get in. I really don't. And that's sad.
But we're gonna
That's
get a
why I want
bowl
Alabama
or
to lose.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys will make a bowl game. Is that right? Is that from?
Yeah.
Yes,
You'll
they're
make
in
a
the bowl
bowl
game.
game, but I think you were eliminated from the 12 team playoff.
If the governor, and nobody has to, right? Like nobody has to apologize for what they think. But these people, unless the governor and LSU apologizes for their ridiculous, stupid ideas, I don't know if I give a fuck about the rest of the season. I'll watch it. But
So here's my question to you, TK. I know you said there was a bunch of outrage from this live tiger thing that happened. So are the people that are feeling outraged about
Well,
it
they're just
feel
upset.
the same way that you do? Like as far as they think that it's
there's
possible
probably
that,
some whack jobs like me, yes.
that
but
feel like
I mean-
it was a bad juju and that's why LSU lost.
Oh, no. A lot of people. Well, okay. You had half of the people say that, and the other half of the people say, no, they just played bad. It was bad coaching. Why do you think that happened? Because of the bad juju, dumbass. We were supposed to win that game. We should have won that game. And that poor ass tiger that had to travel there in a cage and be subjected to that loud ass fucking stadium. And I gotta mute myself.
Bro,
Yeah.
No,
So
listen,
they used a tiger, and it wasn't Mike the Tiger either.
Yeah, it wasn't even Mike. And poor Tiger, like they're saying, oh, it was because it was a faux or a fake Mike. Oh, he can't help the fact that he's a fake Mike. The governor did that stupid shit. Leave that tiger alone. In
Yeah.
fact, they should make another sanctuary and have him there and take care of him like royalty, because he's going back to a place that's not nearly as nice as what Mike's living
look,
in.
what they need to do, TK, they need to put the tiger and the governor in the wilderness and see how long the governor lasts.
No, they need to take him to their sanctuary, since he wants to take the tigers into our home. Why doesn't he go into their home and walk around their arena and see, if he's not scared, just like the cat was scared?
Because he's scared to go in.
Exactly. And for that cat, you don't know if he didn't know what the fuck was going on and what was going to happen. And this tiger, since it was brought from some con man, some Tiger, whatever that Netflix show was, some kind of guy like that.
It's all
They
Tiger Baskin's fault.
whatever. They probably sedated him. If I had to bet.
That's what he did. Tiger Baskin did it.
Yeah. Fuck those people. Fuck those people.
So TK, you are blaming the Tiger for why y'all didn't play defense?
I'm not.
No, it's not blaming.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows. I think he's trolling me.
Yeah, he's
a little bit, just a little bit.
He's trolling you.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I knew it had to be. I knew it had to be.
TK,
not really
you
good
knew
stuff.
when I saw that on TV, I sat there and shake my head and I went, "What in the fucking hell?"
And
I must have missed that because I totally missed the live Tiger.
It was
on
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody wrote a post that I want to read, and this is y'all can go ahead and I'll find it, and I want to read something.
It was so bad, though. Honest to God, every time. I think I was screaming at the TV at the time. I was like, why in the effing fucking hell are they doing this to a damn live Tiger? I was madder than hell. Now, because I'm a Clemson guy, they wouldn't look. Don't do that, you stupid people.
Atypical Gump says.
And it's not because of Pete or anything.
Atypical Gump says, lock everybody that likes the Tiger in the stadium in the gym with the Tiger.
Yeah.
Are you saying unleash the Tiger in the gym? Is that what we're saying on all the folks that like the Tiger being in the stadium?
We should have the Tiger eat the hell out of them. The damn governor and whomever else.
Yeah. Talk about really hating the governor then if something like that were to happen. Jesus.
and look, I still pull for LSU, but damn, brother, yeah, it was a bad juju. Bad juju. Nothing good can come from that. That set them. That probably made them lose. And everybody says, "Oh,
okay." I found the
Tigers."
tweet.
Yeah, well,
okay, this is a guy I grew up with. We went to school, Catholic school, my entire Catholic school career. Okay.
Okay.
And he's really into it. But he's, he's cool, whatever. I mean, Catholics are cool. Anyway, he says, he goes, let that be a universal, and just remember, not just the Tiger, the throwing of the garbage from the fans.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that,
what?
TK.
Okay, the fans threw, and wait, hang on, Paul. And they left, at the beginning of the third quarter, okay? So I love this. Let that be a universal lesson. Bad vibes lead to bad outcomes. Louisiana didn't put on its best face today. Not on live TV. Not by throwing trash. Not by cheap stunts. We've gone to extremes. Shame on all of us. Maybe we're getting the purgatorial season we deserve. Amen, brother.
Same thing at Clemson.
Don't
even get me started.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the trash throwing thing. So, I mean, how do you feel about that, TK?
I'm embarrassed. Okay,
it sucks.
We looked so bad yesterday in every sense of the word, with the Tiger thing, with the fans, the way they acted, with the way they played, the coaching. Everything was a horrific embarrassment. But you know what? I don't even give a fuck. Because I'm too mad about the dang freaking Tiger. I can't say dang or damn. The poor little Tiger,
Man, don't feel like you're alone. The whole time it was like, why? Everybody thinks they can throw shit on the field now, and the fact that Clemson did it and you did it is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and we don't need to be that way. Period.
Dang. Big dang.
What?
The throwing of the trash, man. Look,
don't throw shit on the field.
I'm in agreement with you. I'm in total agreement with you. You guys pulled a Texas.
No, you have to understand. I mean, all these Louisiana people are they're normally good people, but damn, man, you can't throw shit on the field.
No, but I think, Paul, I think there was a lot of things in fact in play here. We've gotten our ass beat by them before. We've gotten our ass beat worse in Tiger Stadium.
It doesn't
I'm
mean
telling you,
on
it
the field.
started from the beginning with the cheap stunts, then went to the throwing of the trash and the this and the that and all the other stuff. He's trying to say it was a bunch of shit. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what,
No,
it's
I
a
don't
bunch of
disagree.
shit.
I don't disagree.
And we're in our purgatorial season. It looked so good. All we had to do was beat
What?
Texas.
Let me ask you,
All we had to
why
do
in the
was
hell
beat
are all these
Texas.
damn Catholics so damn mean?
Huh?
Why
Damn.
are all
What
these
is being?
Catholics so mean?
I'm confused. What does being Catholic have to do with it?
Yeah, I don't have a
Well,
clue
they're
about
out
that.
here putting tigers on the field. They're throwing shit on the field. Why are they doing that? They're abusing little kids.
How do you know it's only Catholics?
I'm joking.
Okay.
No, I'm about to,
You know
I'm about to say LSU is a Catholic school.
Come on,
Since when?
TK.
Since when?
No, but in Louisiana, there's a large Catholic
kidding.
population. No, but Paul, calm down. There is a large Catholic population in Louisiana.
I know.
Correct, but what is
man,
the makeup of the school? I can
Look,
see
listen.
that the state, but is the school mostly Catholic?
No, not
No,
LSU. It's a
but look-
public university. Yeah.
I
Listen,
thought so.
Tabo's up here in the evangelical world, right? In South Carolina and Alabama. He's over here doing the same shit. And he's trying to make it out like
We're
you
not
know,
doing
holier
anything
than thou.
Catholic. What are you talking
No,
about?
I'm joking a little bit about it, but my point is they hide behind it. And when I say they, I mean all these people hide behind this religion bullshit, and they got to stop. The reason why you're good is because you have credibility, character, morality. Fuck the religion. That's all.
Pete says
really
Paul.
pisses me
Pete
off.
says Paul making no sense like usual.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that.
Cockaboos
This
conductor
makes
said.
sense. Why do y'all think it's not?
Cockaboos conductor said that tiger's an attention whore and ate that shit up.
Oh,
Dang.
I don't know. I mean,
Actually, you know what?
did the
Actually,
tiger
you know
look
what,
distressed?
Well, I turned my head too quick, but I told my mom, like, this is what I was afraid of. Okay. I was like, they do that before the game. So I said, well, I won't watch the pre-show because they play the like before the game, before the game, they have a live YouTube channel and I kind of watch because it takes me back. Right.
Mhm.
So I knew this would be the time that they brought that tiger. So I said, I can't watch that, obviously. I said, but I'm afraid to watch the game because, they're going to go back to clips and show it, which of course they fucking did. And I only happened to see one. He did look like he was breathing fast. But he didn't look like completely terrified, but they don't like that shit. He didn't look happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how many of
Did
us
they
are
keep?
happy.
I mean,
I don't know how
like they
many of us
kept the
look happy in
tiger
that
like
situation.
inside the stadium the whole time, like during the whole
No.
game.
What the way they do it, they just take them around with the cheerleaders. This is kind of before I think before it's completely full, but when it's getting pretty full
Mhm.
and it's pretty loud. But they showed him when I saw the clip, it looked like he was just sitting there, but I don't know if it was probably pre-game and then they probably took him out. You don't see him there during the game. No
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Hell no. They're not that. I mean, they're stupid enough, but they're not like that stupid. So
Yeah.
where he went after that, I don't know. Mike the Tiger has probably a soundproof room that they put him in when the game starts. Where this poor animal was, I don't know. Maybe in a trailer right outside. I have no idea. And probably LSU found a way to.
Well, look, I mean, Pete agrees with you. I mean, he says they abused.
Oh,
the
I know.
He says they abused the tiger, made it dance with cheerleaders.
What?
Did they? Don't tell me that. What do you mean dance?
Dance, bitch.
What do you mean dance? I didn't watch
like I said,
it.
I
What
completely
happened?
missed all this. I'm not exact. I didn't even know that they
Oh my! So
brought a
they
live
did like a
tiger.
circus act. They did like a fucking circus act. Okay.
Peter's
Oh my
trolling
God.
you.
I gotta mute myself.
Is he trolling?
Yes.
Oh.
The tiger did not dance with the cheerleaders.
Oh, okay. Well, not. I mean,
did
think he
they?
literally
Well, did they bring?
danced armed and armed?
Well, I was gonna say, did they
but
bring
I
it
thought-
out during halftime, maybe? And then like I don't. I mean, maybe that's what he meant. I don't know.
No, I just assumed.
No.
Assumed he meant like maybe the guy took him out with a leash, and maybe he just did something silly, and the cheerleaders did it along with him.
Oh, he said that you said that. Did you? I don't remember her saying that they made it dance with a cheer, but you didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
No, Pete said that.
He said
Pete
pull up the
said
tape.
that.
No, he's saying that you said that. That's what. So he's basically,
I didn't say that.
He's basically repeating what you said, I guess, is what he's saying. So, but I don't remember her saying that.
They don't make them dance with the cheerleaders.
Yeah, TK did not say the word thing. But yeah.
So look, the big deal about the Tiger. Let's get over that a little bit because LSU didn't play good. They didn't.
I don't give a fuck if they played good or not. They can kiss my ass.
Yeah,
Well, let's go to the real problem. Oh, that's the real problem, Paul? Fuck that.
Obviously it is because they lost.
Not for me, it isn't.
The problem is LSU just can't stop running quarterbacks. They couldn't stop Lenore Sanders from South Carolina. So Reed from A&M just ran all over that defense. Now, so did Milrow.
Those are facts.
Tell them, Vic. That's a fact. And here's the Shamrock, the Lucky Charms guy.
Charms guy. You're sticking with that, aren't you?
Always up.
Yes, I am. Lucky Charms needs to
Always.
go. They need Lane Kiffin to come to LSU because damn Florida rejected him.
What do you mean Florida rejected him? Why is he leaving Ole Miss? They're going to make the playoff. Right.
Do you let me be clear? Do you think Ole Miss is better than LSU? Really? Do you think that?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
No.
I think he's a good coach. I think they have a strong team. I don't think he's a bad coach. I think they could get better. What do you mean?
I think Ole Miss is better than
we're
Florida.
so quick to look. LSU is too quick to fire coaches. Okay, you got to give them a chance to get.
Well, no, I think
what
he was.
Shamrock
Well,
guy?
Paul was,
get into the groove.
well, listen, Paul was asking a legitimate question, though. I mean, he was asking if you think that Ole Miss is better than LSU.
I don't
Right?
know.
That's what
I
you
think
were
they're
asking, right, Paul?
LSU
Almost.
No, I think no. Here's the thing. Do
I
you
could.
not
Oh,
think
you
that
want me to
Lane
say yes
Kiffin
just because
would
I'm biased to
value-
my team?
Hang on.
No,
hang on.
LSU beat Ole Miss.
Do you not think that LSU is a better job than Ole Miss?
Better
Yeah.
I
job.
do. Yeah. Okay. They're
Okay,
a better.
Lane
Oh, a
Kiffin's
better
coming
job.
there, then.
Better job, yes.
Better job for a coach. Hell yeah, it's the best job. It's the best job in the world.
Exactly. And he didn't get it. They chose Napier over Lane Kiffin at Florida. Look out, LSU.
That's how bad he is. So why would we want him? Because the crookedest coaches are the best.
You got the Shamrock over there. I mean, what do you mean the crooked?
Look.
He's the damn Shamrock.
Saying
All
about
right, he's a
Brian-
shamrock. I really I don't really care right now what they do. I think I said that before, Paul.
I know.
So I don't know. If he I don't think they're gonna fire him for. Well, I don't know what they're gonna. I have
don't
no
either.
idea.
I'm joking. Little. Listen,
On
we're
how-
having fun. I'm not trying to be. Yeah, I'm just joking. But
So we have a
new.
new person in the chat here that I've never seen before. Jenny Taylor. Welcome, Jenny Taylor. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and tuning in.
Hey, Jenny.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm joking a little bit, TK. I'm not saying joking. I'm just poking, right? I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just pointing out it's
That's okay, Ghosted
crazy.
Melissa May.
Now, this shit's crazy, man. And I say that with all due respect. We can let the Shamrock keep running things, but I think Giffen could come in.
Oh, Pete says that he went back and re-listened, and he did say that you did say that they made it dance with the cheerleaders. TK.
Oh,
Burger.
I'm gonna have to listen.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen too, because I totally missed that. Just like I totally
Me
missed
too.
everything
Apparently,
about LSU.
I must have missed it too.
Goes to
Just
show
tell
like how
y'all-
much I'm concentrating on my own live
Well,
on
no,
my own
for
live
me,
stream
it's not
here.
about concentration. For me, it's about brain issues.
Well, then I believe you, Pete. I really believe you. So yeah, he said he went back and
I mean,
re-listened to it.
nobody's gonna
so.
lie.
Yeah.
I didn't mean technically if I said that. I meant probably I just meant like be out there acting a whatever.
Right. Well, I remember that you said something about the cheerleaders. I know that you said dance with the cheerleaders.
No, well, they do. I mean, I didn't talk. I don't think I talked about this, but when he is in the whatever you call that thing, trailer thing, and he's being like brought around, the cheerleaders are on top, like yeah.
Wait, so they're dancing on top of the cage?
No.
Okay,
They're
I was about
sitting
to
on
say,
there.
shit.
But if you look at it, like I don't think they kick the cage because I think I'd go over there and just pull them all off and slap them all fucking right in the face. But they don't. They like yeah. They're sitting up there on his cage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nothing wrong.
I heard
with
that, Lou.
What?
What are you talking about? Nobody's here.
What was that?
What did you say?
What was what?
I heard somebody.
What is wrong with what you said,
Huh?
TK?
Where?
Yeah, he's not. He's
No, you were
he's
saying
in the
all
bedroom.
this stuff.
He's not even out here.
Oh, because I could have sworn I heard. Like I just said. Never mind. Just
I
go
mean,
on.
look, I will admit the audio's. I don't know what's going on with the audio, but I mean,
there's kind of an echo or something.
well, that and like each one of you on the panel here, and I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but each one of you guys on the panel, like the connection keeps coming in and out. So I don't know, and I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I just had to refresh like my my YouTube page here too, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I'm having a lot of technical issues today. I mean, luckily the stream has been nonstop, and I haven't had any issues with OBS or like my connect, as far as like connection. Thank Verizon 5G home internet.
I thought it was T-Mobile.
No, I have Verizon. He's got T-Mobile.
Oh, okay.
So, which, by the way, speaking of that, I've completely canceled our wired internet service too. We used to have WoW. Yeah, like I completely canceled it because I think we're just.
But maybe that's why you might have interruptions. Didn't you have less interruptions with the?
No,
I
actually no. I actually have.
You had more.
I've had less interruptions with this little Verizon 5G home mobile box than I had with the WoW. So, but the only difference is though is because this particular box that I have with Verizon is actually plugged in directly to my modem. Through Ethernet. So that may be the reason why. Yeah, that may be the reason why my connection has been so been so good these last couple shows is because it's directly connected to this box through an Ethernet cable. So I am using Verizon for my little studio setup here, my work laptop, and all the phones. And all the phones and the TV in the living room are connected to my Verizon box. The only thing that's connected to his T-Mobile box is everything in his studio. So all 3 TVs, all 2 computer monitors, and that's the only thing that's connected to his T-Mobile box.
So let me ask you a question. It has nothing to do with this. When you go to Vegas, This is. I'm serious. I'm not joking. What extracurricular activities are y'all gonna? I mean, I want to do all kinds of stuff. I want to go
Well,
to that club.
I want to do that.
listen. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Okay.
I
There
know,
it
but
is.
What kind of fun?
no, but
There
you know
you
what I
have
want
it.
to do, BA?
Everybody needs to have fun. Let's go.
Paul,
Well,
we are.
listen,
Be
I
quiet.
can guarantee you one thing for sure, Paul. And I mean, I can guarantee you one thing for sure. We are not going to be spending all of our time gambling.
I get it. I totally get that.
So.
My point was the same. Let's go. We got to go do stuff. Have fun. Go
Oh,
to
we
some
plan on it.
shows.
We definitely plan
Why are you
on
saying
it.
this when people have already booked their stuff? You made me forget what I was going to say, Paul. Oh, I know what I want to do that I want to talk about. Zip lining.
Do you really want to do the zip lining?
I totally want to do that because you get a
Yeah.
net underneath you.
I'm trying to remember
think
if
you
there
have a
was
net, right?
I'm trying to remember if there was a net because the only zip lining that I saw when I went with Lou was on Fremont Street.
TK,
And
when
I'm
you
trying
fall,
to remember
when you
if there
fall
was
in
a
the
net.
let me be
You know,
clear. When you fall in the net,
there might have
you can
been
still,
though.
when you fall in the net, you can still snap your neck.
Damn. Damn.
So,
I mean,
When
I'm
I
not
fall
gonna,
on
I'm
my
not-
neck, I can still break my neck.
yes.
When
You
I
fall-
fall
I
on my
think-
neck,
I think what he meant to say when you fall on the net, N-E-T, net.
If the zip line, when you
Well-
fall off the zip line, he's
I
saying
mean,
still
I'm not
break
gonna
your neck.
lie, it did look
What?
fun, but I don't.
okay, so Pa tells us to go have fun. I say I'd like to zip line. Okay, you're gonna break your neck. So
Right.
what should I do, Pa? Stay in the hotel room and knit?
No, you can't be scared.
That was
I
horrible.
just said I wasn't scared. You just told me. You gave me a reason to be scared.
No.
You
no, no.
said you're gonna have your neck broken.
Hey, listen, go jump in the ocean with a big white shark and tell them
Jump in the ocean?
Hell.
Pa,
What ocean is in Vegas? What?
You gotta have fun.
I think he's talking about the cruise.
Oh,
I'm giving her a hard time.
oh, you're talking
But
about the
everybody's worried
cruise
about
right
my
now?
dying all
Well,
day.
no, I think the part where he said jump in the ocean and swim with the great white whatever. I think he was talking about the cruise on that instance. So,
Yes, I am.
I mean, like I don't even intend on jumping in the ocean, jumping from a
I'm
freaking
joking.
cruise ship. I know you're joking, but even still, so. Look, we have things that we are planning in Vegas. Okay,
Go.
right now, I'm making. I want to make sure that everybody gets their tickets first. Like the room is already booked. Okay, my ticket has already been bought. Mrs. Pete's
Mine
ticket
too.
has already been bought. So, for sure,
You really are going, Pa?
Yes.
No, he's not going on the ladies' trip.
No, ladies' cruise. No.
Oh no, you're not. You're not going to the ladies' trip.
No,
That's
no,
right.
he's talking
Okay.
about the guys' Vegas trip, which is 2 weeks after we go, like 2 weeks after we go to
Gotcha.
Vegas. So,
I
but
was like, what?
but before we make any other plans, I need to make sure that this, like people are getting their tickets booked. So now I mean. Like I said, my plane ticket's already been booked. Mrs. Pete's plane ticket's already been booked. I mean, I got confirmation that hers has been booked. She sent me the screenshot of her flight itinerary. So now Robin, I think, is planning on going. She's just waiting to hear back from one of her girlfriends whether or not she's going to be traveling with her to go on this trip. But she says if her friend just decides not to go, she is planning on getting her ticket. Yes. So.
Good. It's all good. No, my only point is, I just think that some of these shows they have out there are.
Oh yeah, I mean we talked
great
about
shows,
that.
man.
We
They're
talked about
great
that. We
shows.
talked about possibly doing Fremont Street one of the days that we're there, one of the days and nights
Yes.
we're there. We
Got
talked about. I know Mrs. Pete said something about like the last time I think her and Pete went. She said something about like some kind of like hike. Like not necessarily like where the Grand Canyon is or something like that. Like I mean, I'd enjoy something like that. Like
It'd
if
be
I
fun.
went with Lou, We would never do anything like that. But I
Nah,
mean,
he ain't gonna hide.
if the girls want to do something like that, I'm down with doing something like that. So,
No, it'd
would you be
fun.
down with
I
that,
mean,
TK? Hiking?
I was just thinking about. I never got a tattoo ever.
Oh.
oh,
That's
And
you had
damn,
me.
ladies,
Listen,
let's go.
you had me at tattoo, girl. That's you had
Well,
me at tattoo.
My latest
Hell, I might get a tattoo
obsession.
now.
My latest obsession has been Tulsi Gabbard, so I thought maybe I'd get a tattoo of her face on my ass.
Oh,
Damn.
oh, you got.
I'm
people
just
in the, you got
with
people
that,
in
with
the
that
chat
little
stirring
streak,
right
that streak
now,
through it,
stirring.
streak through her hair.
Huh? Well, I was I wouldn't get that tattoo, but I named my scooter Tulsi. I will say that. I named
did
my
you really?
scooter Tulsi.
Tulsi.
Yes. Tulsi Gabbard is the definition of a real feminist. Not
gonna
only
put
did
my-
she
I'm gonna put
fight on the
Tulsi on my-
line with those men, she is a woman, a feminine woman who's not afraid to stand up for herself and for everyone and doesn't want to go to war and realizes how she was dealing
Stupid
with
it is.
well, no, she,
War
I
is
I
stupid.
never knew why she left the Democrat. I didn't know how bad they treated her.
They
Girl.
fucked her over.
Now, yeah, it's like she didn't want to. She went through war. So none of these other people did. They're just. I didn't realize that there was so much money in war, Paul. Why is there money in war? I don't.
Because they're a bunch of fucking idiots in this
But I
world.
don't get it. What money is
Because
there?
there's money. That's why.
You have
No
to pay
oil.
money to. You have to pay money for weapons. You have to pay money for all this shit. Why not
they're
trade
getting
some money?
paid.
Who gets paid?
The people making the weapons.
It's the
Right?
military industrial complex.
Yes.
So
I'm
they're
gonna
the
get me
ones
a-
that
I'm
want to
gonna get me
keep
a
it going
tattoo
so they
now
keep
on my,
can
on
keep
my
making
hip,
money.
right here on my hip bone. I'm gonna get me one of Tulsi Gabbard. Just because
Huh?
of you, lady. I hadn't
Now-
had a tattoo ever, but I'm gonna do it now.
I'm gonna get one where her the side profile of her up the side of my body with down the thigh. Her leg is on my thigh.
I don't care what you get. If you want to get it, look. If you want to
I'm
get
just teasing,
listen,
y'all.
listen. If you
I'm
want
teasing. I would never do that.
If you want to get a tattoo when we're in Vegas,
No,
I'd be
the
down.
farthest
I'd be
I'm gonna
down.
go is
I'd be
call
down
my
for that.
scooter Tulsi.
Yeah, if you want to get a Tulsi Gabbard tattoo.
No, I would never
Yeah, I don't
do
give
that.
a fuck
'cause
what you
if-
want to get.
No. No, I would never get that. You know why? Because
Why?
what if she one day in the future did something I didn't like?
Exactly.
Yep, you're right, and you can't take
Same
It's like a
right.
relationship.
Right, exactly. The same reason you should never get a significant other tattooed on your body
Exactly.
at all. That shit's permanent
no.
and shit. Okay.
Okay, so let's just change the subject a little bit on that topic, right? First and foremost, why would you get a tattoo of anybody?
I'm
that
not getting
you-
a tattoo, Paul. It was a
No,
joke.
No, but he's asking it. He's just asking a general
Oh,
statement
okay.
because people are
General.
stupid. Look,
Right.
I know. I have a couple
Why
of friends
would
that
you do
have
that?
their significant others tattooed on their body,
Yeah.
and
Why
Yeah.
would you do that? That'd be dumb as hell.
The
you
only
don't
thing I
know.
can understand people putting is like, parents and children and
yeah, I have my
grandchildren.
children
Trust
tattooed on
Things
me.
that are
me.
blood, your blood relatives,
Listen-
not
listen.
people that's gonna, maybe leave you later
I'll-
and in a bad way.
Look, I'll put my children on me, and I'd put my dog on me. I put up my dog.
Oh my God, that's y'all stinger. Stinger.
That is such a Paul thing to do. So
that is such a stinger.
But hey, you know what?
too.
I would see Lou doing something like that, and he loves this cat so much. I can see
Oh,
him
I would
getting.
put my cat's name.
I can see him getting monkey tattooed
I
on him
love
somewhere.
my children, and I love my pets way more than I love people.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I mean,
good.
like something would have to be like really important to me, and it would be
Yeah.
something small, and you know what I mean.
But-
Like
but-
Well,
So,
look, I mean,
listen.
what have I told you before in the past about me? Like, it takes me a while to decide what I mean. Like my very first two tattoos, They were all willy-nilly because I was 18
BA.
and, I was like, yeah, let's go get a tattoo,
Your
so, but
Listen.
my last, like, 7 of them that I've gotten have very much meaning to all of them.
Your
so.
children and your children and your pets, I guarantee you, are going to they will never let you down. And you'd put them on your body.
Oh, I
you
have
know
my
they'll
children's
never
names
let you
on my
down.
body. So, yeah, I've got
Yeah.
my children's name tattooed on my body.
They will never
along
let you
along
down.
with their like birth month flowers and yeah. So, yeah.
Absolutely. They won't let you down. I wouldn't put some politician on my body.
So that's
You put Tulsi on your body.
I'm joking.
So there you go.
No, dude, that was a joke. See, Paul doesn't get the jokes when he's drunk. I said you'd put Tulsi on your body. I meant in a physical way, ding dong.
So maybe that's what we should do. I mean, like as
He
it gets
messes
closer,
up the jokes.
as it gets closer to the girls' trip, maybe that's what we'll do on like those those upcoming shows before the trip to Vegas. Is we'll like research tattoos. Look, I already know.
Because I've
Look,
hit
I already know what I want for my next tattoo. So.
Oh, what is it? You're not gonna say?
I mean, I have a picture of it, but
Well,
yeah, I can show it to y'all.
yeah, the good
But yeah,
the
I already
good
have an
news.
idea of what I want for my next tattoo. But I mean, something for you, like it being your first and everything. Like, yeah, we need to put some thought into this. Like, we need to research and we need to put some thought into it. Because it's going to be
Don't
on
be
your body
told to, though.
forever, for the rest of your life, unless you get it lasered off, which I've heard is a lot more painful than actually getting it. So I've heard that getting a tattoo lasered off is a lot more painful than actually getting.
Actually, what I want to do, there's like, what was, let me think. What was it? How like if I was to do something, it would probably be a very meaningful short thing. Like there was one lady that put a tattoo on her arm, but I can't remember. I think she put it in a different language that, the kind of let it be. Oh, no, it was Gabby. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, okay. Remember Gabby Petito?
No.
On her arm, on her that's the girl who the van
Got
lifer
killed
who
in
got killed.
fucking the mountains over there.
She had something.
Oh yeah, I know
on
who
her.
you're talking about.
She had
Okay.
let
I
it
can't
be.
show y'all because I can't get my my virtual camera to work. It had so yeah. But I'll text it to you, TK though. I'll text it to you.
Okay. No, she had something on there that was meaningful to her. And at the time, I'm sure I'll think of it because right now I'm caught off guard. This is a story I'd have to think through.
Yeah.
I'd have to rewatch the story that talked about that tattoo. But I had something that I had, and she just had it on her forearm, and that was it,
Yeah.
And it was something to remind her every day, like, or maybe this was somebody else I'm thinking of. I don't know.
No, but just listen. Everybody has something that means something to them, and to me, I think if it's a universal thing that you're reminded of, then you should put it on your. I mean, if you want to do a tattoo, that's fine.
Look, I've been trying to get Lou to go get a tattoo with me. I mean, not like with me, but like like
He put me on his arm. He'd be like HBP.
Actually, you know what I would do? I'll tell
no,
you what I would
he
do.
actually needs to get one covered up. So, yeah, he needs to get one covered up, and I think
He already put me on there.
He kind of
He's
has an
already covered
ideal
me
of
up.
what he wants to cover what he wants to cover
Oh, he's
it
covering
with,
me up.
but yeah, it's just getting him to go.
Why is he covering me up?
I have an idea of what I probably could get. Paul, is when you see those like kind of like science fiction shows where people will have that barcode on their neck, like the mark of the beast or whatever.
Oh God.
Right. No, I wouldn't put that. No, I would put a cross there because you never know in the future where people are going to have chips in them. I have a feeling.
Oh,
And
no, really?
they'll have to kill me. They're going to have to kill me before they put a chip in me.
I mean, if you think about it, we're honestly already kind of there with the cell phones and shit like that.
I
you
know
know?
we are,
Of
but
course.
I don't want it in my body.
No,
I
I
don't
mean,
want
I
it in
get
my
that. I get that. Yeah, I get
You can
that.
throw the phone in the ocean.
That's true. That's true. Although I
You
don't
don't
know if
have
I'd
to
ever
keep
do
it.
that because I'm pretty attached to my phone.
I mean, you can throw yourself in the ocean.
That is also very. That is also
I
very
love
true,
Vic.
Vic. That is also
Damn,
very true.
damn, Vic.
Vic is awesome, man.
That
Vic
is
is the man.
that is also very true.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, I guess if it gets too terrible after you get your microchipped, yeah, I mean, you may.
When we go on the cruise,
You may
if
want
I
to
get
consider
really
that,
pissed
yeah.
off, I'm
So.
gonna throw myself in the ocean.
Yeah. So.
Damn.
All right, guys. Well, on that note, it is after 10, and I think Traveling Fools is going to be going live here in a little bit. If he's not already live, I'm not sure. So.
Oh yeah,
But I
he's
do
got
appreciate-
trivia
I do
night.
Yeah, it's
appreciate
trivia night
you.
tonight. So, Paul, Yoda T, Vic Tube, thank you so much for joining the panel.
Yep, all good.
I appreciate
Okay.
y'all.
Thanks, guys.
All right, take it
Later,
easy.
guys.
Yeah.
Love all of ya.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Aw.
Ditto. Ditto. Right back at you. All right, TK. Well, let's take a few minutes. Let's take about 5 minutes and talk about what's going on with your channel.
All right. Yes. I'm going to be starting a new show, which is going to be like my show, like the because you're going to see the scooting and whatever it is, riding high with TK like frequently, right? And I may have a hangout stream here and there, but my main show is, and I'm thinking about changing the name, not changing the name, changing the spelling of calm and put just common as in COMMON because we all can find common ground type thing. Okay. It's called Common Ground, but it's called CALM, calm, N with a little thing dashy up at the top. And then it's sense spelled CENTS. The idea behind this is kind of given being calm and talking about issues, right? But we know I can't stay calm. So that's why I want to keep it to common because I think we can all, even if we are kind of take it a little high, we can come to an agreement. It's kind of like what I wanted to do with Off the Rails. But after this election, I noticed some things, and I know a lot of people are trolling, the left, but I've seen some videos that honestly kind of make me feel bad for some of these people because I do believe that there are people in the country that are genuinely afraid and depressed. And I think those people need, I think people need to talk more. I think these are the kind of people that are just getting information living in an echo chamber. We're all living in our own echo chambers, right? So I kind of want to bring that concept back where let's get back to common sense, people. Like, people, let's get back to common sense. The more we freak out, the worse it gets. We run the country, not the president. We need to get along. We need to talk these things out without calling each other names because it's really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it's a lot to go. I know that I'm working on it now, but just stay tuned. But stay tuned tomorrow for my first time ever on a scooter. Keep your noties on. I may text you, girl. Maybe you could text. could put it on our chat. You could text some people, maybe or something.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
have an idea.
Yeah.
It'll
Well, I
probably
did-
be in the like later. Well, wait. When does Pete go on?
So Pete usually does a midday show at 11.
Maybe
From
I
11
can
to
like
1.
call in with my phone while I'm scooting.
There you go.
Well, no, he has the cover on. Never mind. I'm not going to take up his show. No,
Well,
I just,
like he has a cover, but I mean he can still put you on camera.
I might try it as soon as, after the show, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I could try it after the show.
Yeah. And then of course the Lunch Money Show at 10 p.m. But I don't see you.
Of course.
I don't see you scooting.
I'm not
going
to be scooting at 10.
You're not.
No,
be,
it has
scooting at night.
No, but they have lights and everything. But
oh
no,
my
I'm
gosh,
not gonna.
Really?
No, Oh yeah, it's
That is
like
actually
you
pretty
can do it.
cool. So
It's for night and everything. But
yeah.
here's the thing. Like, I'm not ready for that. So it's not gonna happen tomorrow
Oh
night. My
yeah,
first
no,
night.
no. Do one step, baby steps, baby steps. So
Baby
yeah, let's
steps.
start with daytime. Let's start with daytime scooting first. So
Baby
yeah,
steps.
so.
Baby.
All right, so for those of you that are not subscribed to TK, I did drop the link to her channel in the chat, but it's also in the description of this live, as it is in all my lives. So if you're not subscribed to her, make sure that you're clicking that link and subscribing, and making sure you're hitting your notification bell as well too, so that way you are alerted anytime she does go live. So if you're not tuning in for for just the sheer entertainment of her riding a scooter, I don't know what's wrong with you. So.
But I'm gonna have stuff before too. Like, I'm gonna talk to the people first.
Right.
Like, this is my first time on a scooter, so they know kind of what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
So, all right, well, there you have it. So, I think successful show today. I think this is a good show.
Absolutely, I had a great time,
All right.
and I love you, girl.
Love you too.
And talk to you later.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
All right, bye. All right, well, there you have it. Another episode of Bad Bitch Fuel in the books. You need BA to exert her muscles. My muscles get exerted every day, Paul. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about. Just ask Lou. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, moving right along. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. A quick shout out to Rod Mosley, Pigskin Pete, and Billy Paul for the super chats, and also to Paul for the PayPal as well. Appreciate you guys showing your support for me and the show and the channel as well. Tune in next week for another titillating episode of Bad Bitch Fuel. Well, of course, we talk about anything and everything, and a little bit of not politics, but a little bit of football as well too. So, getting close. I mean, I think week 11 in the book. So, week 12. I don't know. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that we just past week 11. So yeah, next week will be week 12. So same time, same place next week, 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see everybody there. But until then, I will catch everybody on the flip side.